welcome to a Saturday stream of BattleTech, the Kodiak pack. Hi, reader, welcome to the stream. Thank you for catching that minor error earlier in the stream with the name. I went through and fixed everything except for the YouTube one with what we were going to be streaming today, so I thank you for that. But yeah, we're going to be playing BattleTech today. Unfortunately, RogueTech still has not yet dropped, which is, you know, a little bit exhausting at this point. We desperately wish to play it, but they're not quite ready for prime time, although I am so very much looking forward to it when they finally get around to it. For now, though, we will continue along playing Urban Warfare. We were thinking about playing Dawn of War, and I may fire that up a little bit later, but for now, for at least for the next 2 hours, we will be returning to the campaigns of the Kodiak pack, and I'm going to be completely honest, I don't remember where we left off. It's been about 2 weeks. Apparently, we're patching up a catapult and a dragon. A whole bunch of stuff is happening on this catapult. What are we doing? Installing components, heat sinks, lots of heat sinks, small... Oh, yeah, we turned it into a C4 catapult, didn't we? Yeah, 2 LRM-20s. And the dragon is being repaired. Lots of repairing, modification, removing stuff, installing stuff. Did I put on jump jets and SRM-6s? Small lasers? Interesting. Not sure what we're going to do with that, but we'll figure it out. Gotta take a quick perusal through the mech bay, see what we still have, see what we're still capable of rocking and rolling. And we have a cataphract, which is not done, apparently. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You are performance warning. One or more errors. Seriously? What? Prefit. Show me. Show me your problem in greater detail. I require it. One, the cataphract is one of my favorite mechs, so if I don't know... Oh, you're a ton underweight because I don't have a ton of AC-20 ammo, don't I? Yes, that was your problem. We desperately need one in order to get this mech up and running. This is a fairly solid cataphract design, in my book anyway. I've used it quite a lot at this point, actually. So it's proven to be very effective at just being able to run up to people and knock people on the head. Really, an AC-20 combined with 4 of anything is fairly decent. Although if you could combine 4 PPCs with an AC-20, good, we're going to buy that. Purchase. Last planet, I believe the reason why this wasn't finished is because the planet we were on when we were doing this didn't actually have AC-20 ammunition. So, alright, so we're just going to do a little bit of this so that I can keep myself from going insane by looking at it. Huh, odd. Maybe I meant to do it all on one side. In any event, so we'll finish that up in another day with 100 C-bills spent on that one. Let's see what we got else. The Gamma Pod is being built. We're at 1.5 million C-bills, spending 630, so we're not nearly as far as, well, the Casper Kaisha is, but that's kind of to be expected. The Casper Kaisha is pretty far ahead. We do have an awesome Zeus, the Cataphract, a Thunderbolt, and a Jaeger mech, which... Oh, yeah, this is the LRM Commander Jaeger mech that we built. Oh, I can't wait to take this thing out for a spin. It's like, honestly, it's so very close to being a longbow. Like, if these were LRM-20s, this would be a longbow. And a couple of medium lasers. Alright, so we have basically a fairly solid setup of mechs, and we even have the cheat mech. How about mech warriors? Is anybody dead? Sound off, who's not dead? Nobody's dead. Lovely, so you're a little bit ahead on that one. And the actual pilots themselves, we have Kodiak, Pavement, Romeo, Sandhog, Shotgun, and Strangers in the med bay for the next 20 days, because it got a little bit too dangerous with them Strangers. Shotgun needs a level up. Ooh, I can save that for now? Yeah, we'll save it for now. I think we might be leaving the planet in order to go plunder other things. Overheat threshold, stability threshold, accuracy in general. I don't need this last level because it's an indirect fire bonus, so that's kind of pointless. The overheat threshold can be quite nice, though. Being able to fill up nearly your entire bar before you actually need to do anything about it is a lot of fun. You could get up piloting for your base melee or a gunnery to hit. I'm going to go gunnery to hit on you just because I want to be a little bit more accurate. Alright, shotgun, I'm going to give you something. Call shot bonus. Absolutely take that. Okay, that should be everybody set up there. Let's go check out contracts now. So let's go see what we're actually going to be doing, who we're going to be killing, and other things that we are required to do. So, we'll get to this all loaded up and rocking and rolling in short order. And I just realized I forgot to let people know about the stream. And I'll allow Mercnet to charge up while we're doing that. At least it feels like it's charging up slowly but surely as it gets ready to go. Okay, we can have a whole bunch of 2.5 and 3 skull missions, which is absolutely lovely. And I'm just going to quick on over here. Now streaming. BattleTech. The Kodiak pack. I've missed these guys. I really have. Mainly because of that Jaeger mech, gosh darn it. Alright, so Now that we've got that all sorted out, we need to go take on a battle. Let's take a 2.5 skull battle just to sort of get reclocked back in. Going to be taking this one for the Turians and fighting against apparently the Federated Suns, although that makes a lot of sense considering who we're talking about. So we're just going to go for maximum salvage. We're doing pretty good on this. Let's drop down with the Force of Legion. AC-20, pair of SRM-6s, or an AC-20 plus an SRM-4 and 6. They're basically the same gosh darn mech. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to pull Shotgun's mech out, and we're going to put in a Jaeger mech, just so we can try it out. It's a command Jaeger for a reason. We want to use it. Hello, Adam. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. And yeah, so Pavement will be in her awesome, Romeo in his Zeus, Kodiak, of course, in his Orion. He, of course, has an Orion 1K, because he has a taste for the classics. And Shotgun in. We're going to test out this new Jaeger mech, and hopefully everything will work out fine. Quick double check of the details. Dropship, inbound, Federated Suns. Okay, kill. Let's go rock and roll, dropping down at the very beginning of the day, annihilate everything if at all possible, which it should be possible based on things that we normally understand about BattleTech. After all, we're about to bring a lot of missiles to the table. Although, we could probably kit on more. What I really need is an assault that I can build as an LRM boat. Because the Highlander and the Casper Kaisha is a ton of fun. Just being able to unload 55 missiles on somebody and still have fairly decent amounts of armor and a little bit of a medium laser backup is just hilariously fun. And I would like to do something similar with the Kodiak pack because, you know, missiles are awesome. One of the things I'm really looking forward to, actually, when we finally start playing Rogue Tech again, is definitely MRMs. Like, we're not going to run into MRMs very much, I don't think, when we do our clan stream campaign, but for the normal running campaign, oh, I have hopes, dreams, and desires. Give me a hellspawn. It starts with the MRMs. Alright, so we're going to drop down in the area. A nice foresty tundra, nice and chill. Should be able to cook this sucker all we want, and we'll just get everybody on the move. Now, it may not be ideal to make the Jaeger mech pilot be the worst pilot. After all, it doesn't have great stats when it comes to being able to carefully and precisely aim its LRMs, especially in indirect fire mode, but it should be okay for now. Pavement, get your mech up front. You're probably not actually going to leave the forest, because that's just a little bit too dangerous. We have identified the enemy that is a 60-ton mech and a 60-ton mech, so we could be staring at a couple of quick draws. I mean, that would make the most sense that we are, of course, fighting Davian, although I'm not 100% positive if Vanilla actually does keep track of whether or not you're fighting House Davian or House Steiner or all the rest of them to figure out who exactly you're going to actually run into in terms of mech technology. So there is a medium mech that is driving out of the field, 55-tonner. Could be a Wolverine, maybe, or Shadowhawk. Shadowhawks are, of course, incredibly popular. We're going to reserve down to the bottom, let them move first so we can get an idea of exactly what it is we're dealing with. It is a dragon. Wow, okay, so we're dealing with captured Kurita tech. So a little bit of light incoming fire, nothing too terrible. The Awesome is more or less designed to handle this kind of death and destruction. 60-tonner from below, it is a quick draw, so they've decided to split the difference on me to make sure that I would have been wrong no matter which way that I had picked. Clever Davians. We'll have to demonstrate to them what happens when they're too clever, though. Shotgun, you have, of course, a ton of missiles and a fairly decent amount of accuracy, so let's go get you messed with. Jaeger only got LRM-20s? Yep, basically. I wanted to try and build something that would be sort of like fire support commandery, so it's got a communications gear in the head and then maximum armor. Really what I should be doing is trimming a ton of armor out of it, but I wanted to give it a shot before I started going in and ripping its guts clean out again. So for now, it's only packing an LRM-40 at the moment. So we're just going to blitz him with everybody else that we've got. Hopefully we'll get some fairly decent shots on here. Tagging all over the mech and starting to trim it. Nice with CC, Capellan Confederation. What? Zeus will... Yeah, we'll move Zeus before Kodiak. You're in cover, right, Zeus? I didn't mess... Oh, good. Good. We didn't mess that up. Fire! Oh, nailed him with the AC-20. Got a penetrating hit on his leg, I believe. Yep, indeed. Structure has become exposed. Kodiak is going to stride a little bit forward, but not too close. We'll get away from that quick draw. If he wants to get involved, he's going to have to get a lot closer. And we'll just continue blasting away at this dragon. Getting that AC-20 triple plus involved, tearing clean half of the mech gone. With Command Center? Yeah, the only thing, unfortunately, we have is communications gear, so we can't buff everybody's, everyone's initiative up, although that would be awesome. It is a Griffin 1N. Interesting. Duck for the PPC. It hit us. Breaching shot could actually be a really terrifying thing for us to have to deal with. Luckily for us, the AI isn't incredibly intelligent. Also, the AI does not modify their mechs in any significant way. As in, you'll only run into special mechs if you play a Flashpoint. Alright, so that dragon is cleanly torn apart, so that way they can't just basically create AC-20 carriers that are just breaching shots you all day. So the first of the 60-tonners is down, although if I'm completely honest, it's more dangerous to this Griffin than this Quick Draw. The Quick Draw does more damage theoretically, but the Griffin does more single target damage. So we have to worry about that a little bit, because he's firing a single weapon that does 50 damage versus this guy who's scattering 25s all over the place. I'm actually going to go for the precision shot. Do you actually have... No, you do not have called shot mastery. So let's just tear open his shoulder. Oh, good. Lovely. We tore off one of his arms. So already he has been set back. It's only by a little bit, but it is hopefully by enough. Comes back to pavement now. Pavement, I don't... Oh, pavement will get a shot. Lovely. If I maneuver slightly to the side, I'm not going to move pavement out of cover. Although it's only a Griffin, so do we really need to worry so much? Just start blitzing into him as well, spreading the love. So both of his side torsos have been exposed. An accurate shot there could just rip him asunder. Romeo is in good spirits, so we might... No, unfortunately, he would not quite have enough in order to even have a good spirits precision shot done. So we'll just lob a shell his way, tore off half of his torso, and tore off the other half of his torso. He is a stick. We've dealt with that quite nicely. He can run up and kick us if he wants to get within range, but other than that, he's basically ignorable. Griffin, being intelligent, falling back. Going to continue plowing the Zeus as much as he can. Actually, no, the last time he fired the Orion, so not playing the Zeus all that much. Shotgun, I want you to just slip on over here. Give us a long-range LRM-40 fire. AI, don't modify, only put armor to max. Once meek, Cicada... They have 120 armor on sides. For example, Cicada with no weapons can handle 90 armor. I'm fairly positive that the AI is not capable of modifying their mechs at all. So, although they can be affected by things like the Ramshackle status effect, which reduces their armor for no, clear gain to anything. So we'll just stride on forward and start engaging him. Kodiak, since you don't have the precision shot mastery, I'm not going to waste it. Oh, you nearly you did tear his center torso clean open. Lovely. Romeo, do you want to just finish this guy off then? I mean, you are a Zeus after all. You're a cavalry assault mech. So, right in the center torso, and there he goes. It's a nice easy starter mission. We'll be able to pick up a couple of heavy mech parts, although nothing too special. But there are quite a few missions here that we can take. A lot of 2.5, 3 skull missions, which might be a little bit low for us, but we're getting ourselves sort of tuned back into urban warfare. We, after all, haven't streamed in 2 weeks this game. Alright, I'll grab the dragon part just because I have a soft spot for dragons. PPC double plus just because it's a special weapon. Oh wow, there's really not much that we left on the ground here. Grab the quick draw. And we got everything except a jump jet. Lovely. So not the worst combination of effects ever. Although not exactly the most inspiring choice of mechs. Oh, as soon as Orkta comes out, man. You can do so many wonderful things with a dragon as long as you have the weight-saving technologies like endosteel and extra light engines. Although, maybe not extra light engines. Just light engines. Those'll do for me. You can put in AC-20s or Ultra AC-20s. Those are a lot of fun. An Ultra AC-20 on a Dragon is just hilariously awesome. Give that sucker mask and a fairly decent-sized engine to go with it, and you will just be anywhere that you'd like to be, and just ripping apart anybody you want to rip apart. We could go for an overheat threshold or maximum evasion. It's a Jaeger mech. It ain't exactly going to be running all that fast. If it had the sprint bonus, I'd take it, but it's not. So we'll give it a little bit more guts so that we can keep firing more often, although we may put that mech back in to be modified even more. Alright, we could take clandestine research. I'd like to just grab more, well, an assassinate. That would do. Former Turian, backed by Davian. Sure, why not? We probably shouldn't be taking so many missions against the Federated Suns, because they may eventually want to kill us, so that is something we want to avoid. Oh, Sandhog, I didn't even realize that you were up and ready to rock and roll. Oh, wait a second. Sandhog does not have bulwark? Really? Are you kidding me? No. Sorry, you've got slightly better stats, but not good enough for me to justify that. So, do I want to swap out for the Orion? Orion does have some fairly significant stuff, but I kind of like the fire support, and our catapult isn't done anyway, and the catapult is basically the same thing, except lighter armor and then a pair of small lasers to go on top of it. So we modified a catapult C1 to be a catapult C4, because it isn't exactly hard to do. Just swap out the medium lasers and the LRMs, and swap out the LRMs for LRM-20s, and the medium lasers for a pair of smalls, and you're beautiful. RT team, change criteria to get file. You need to have experience in RT and recognition. Oh no, that's for the alpha testers. I'm talking full release. I wasn't involved in their alpha testing because I knew I didn't have time to do the alpha testing. I know there were several streamers who did kind of jump on that bandwagon so they could play, but alpha testing is for alpha testing. And so they've tightened up their requirements because it looks like they're getting close to a release candidate there, and they want to make sure that they're all set up to do that, so they need just the alpha testers. But yeah. So I wasn't going to get involved in the alpha testing anyway. The release candidate is what I'm interested in. So, which I have been told, hopefully will be soon, from what I read in the chats. Oh, we are so hopeful that very soon the game will come and we will do amazing things with it. I will have access to all that lovely, lovely 3100s technology that some people say ruined the game, but you know what? That made the game so much more fun. At least the computer version. I can understand how tabletop might become a bit of a problem. Alright, we got some movement hopping off in the corners. We got a lot of people moving all over the place, looking at 2 different Davian forces at the moment. Let's see. Can I get Kodiak a bit close? Actually, no, I need to get this Siegebreaker into cover, because it's gonna die if I don't. Oh, no, I can survive with what it's got at the moment. Never mind. Reserve. Looks like nobody's actually close enough to do anything with, so I'm not going to bother. But yeah, I'm really happy to see that they've gone into private alpha testing just to make sure that they can get bugs locked down quicker. So once that happens and we get a release candidate, oh, we're going to have fun. We're going to kick some butt, take some names. The stream campaign has already been locked down. It will be a clan start. We'll have all the fun by working with the clans on that one. Haven't decided which clan we'll eventually ally ourselves with, but maybe you can get your hands on 150-ton mech like quads. Quads aren't necessarily 150 tonners. See, the Scorpion is what, 50 tons? And then the Goliath is 80 tons. The Xanthos is 100 tons. I know that there's a couple of super heavies that are tri-legged mechs. But yeah. Alright, so we do not have enough to murder anybody just yet. But we are in range. So let's line them up. Oh, just large laser range. That will actually significantly reduce our firepower. Pavement, or not pavement, shotgun, fall back. Get into cover. There we go. That'll be good. Taking a little bit of a step back, so now we're protected by all things. And give him the love that only missiles can provide. Although, if BattleTech comes out with quads, that'll be awesome. Mechs that are nearly impossible to knock over. Although, you know, they have their other problems. And one of the things about BattleTech is it does sort of take place in a much further along timeline thing than the original base game. And that will be, you require a lot more spare parts, or a lot more critical slots, that's what I'm looking for, in order to create really, really good mechs. And so, because of that, quads take up an additional 12 slots for all the quad actuator gear that they have and use. So it would be interesting to see how quads would actually turn out in the BattleTech infrastructure just because of that. Jägermech's gonna be on his back, and we're gonna kill him. Oh yeah, he's got 69 health, nice, right in the center torso, and we get a free called shot. So let's go in there and murder. Take aim, go for his chest, and triple large laser. 50, 50, 40. I think that did it. Yep, no more Jägermech. It's actually the good Jägermech too. Like, the other Jägermech is a pair of AC5s and a pair of AC2s and a pair of medium lasers. The problem is there's just too much ballistic weight on such a light frame, and it shows because it's got no bloody armor. So, I prefer the Jägermech A because I'm not a fan of those pair of AC2s on it. I think those need to be stripped out as well, used for something else. But hey, if that's what they want to use. But the LRM-15 launchers on it work out just beautifully. It's actually the reason why our Jägermech is designed the way that it is. So with the twin LRM-15s instead of just putting on 2 giant LRM-20 racks. Also, we saved weight doing it, so. Give him the love of all the missiles. Oh, so close to being unsteady with that shot. I gotta give her maybe one more weapon with a slightly better capability of knocking people over. Find a shot at him. Oh, that is very much open. So now he has lost his evasion. The next shot will knock him over, which will mean that all of these people will not get the easy shot that they desire. The long range beyond visual range shot. 65-ton mech. Gonna lob some. Yeah, you're a Thunderbolt, probably. Oh, wait, no, you're a Catapult. That hurt. That sucked. We can deal with it, though. Because now Romeo is gonna knock him clean off his block. And I'm going to just hoard the tech that I need. Or the resolve that I need in order to kill this guy. So on your back, please. This Jaeger has no energy, not even one. Yep, we didn't bother with it. We felt no need for it. And instead, we basically bust out all of the missiles that we could possibly cram onto it. I wanted to do something with missiles, and I wasn't quite sure what. I always skip the Jägermech. It's a 65-tonner. I mean, it doesn't have a whole heck of a lot going for it, if we're completely honest with each other. but it's still a fairly interesting mech. We're going to go for this torso. A little bit more to burn our way through, but if we can do it, or, you know, if we can just miss terribly, there we go. We can knock out pretty much all of his weapons by setting off his ammunition. Yeah, we had the Jaeger mech, and, well, we can field an Orion. I've done LRM Orions before. I'm not the biggest fan of them, if I'm completely honest, just because it doesn't feel like the kind of mech that should be doing that sort of work. That's me personally, anyway. Well, the Orion 1V that we had way back in the original campaign, our very beginning campaign for Season 1 when we did our storyline playthrough, that sucker's actually really good. You know what, I'm going to go for that. There we go, just to make sure that we tore him open. Side torso, more injuries, make him not having a good day. He can stand up and kick me now, but... I mean, he was going to do that anyway. And may as well make it super easy to actually kill him. Oh no, he's going to run away. Wait, you still... Oh yeah, he's still got the head laser, doesn't he? Yes, and he got a headshot with it. Of course, great job there, little buddy. Now please die. You got the headshot with the head laser. You gotta give him props for that. If I could give this Jaeger mech MRMs. Really, MRMs are something that I'm desperately missing. They were one of my favorite weapon systems to use in MechWar Online, and they were one of my favorite weapon systems to use in MWO. Oh, I'm gonna take super light LRMs that can just absolutely sandblast somebody. This is amazing. And that's basically my entire thought process whenever I think about MRMs. We're going to vector a little bit away from that Demolisher who's coming our way. It might not be a Demolisher, but it is an 80-ton vehicle moving in the assault phase. So I don't want to quite run myself into it just yet. It's not a 60-tonner, so we know it's not a carrier. So we'll just position ourselves so we can hopefully break him as people come over the ridge. This has proven to be an excellent little killing fields. 80-tonner, are you going to show me? No, not so much. Shotgun, do you have not call chop, but sensor lock? I forget. I forget what you carry. Shotgun has... no, she does not. But she can get a line of sight on him if she moves forward. I'll take the risk. It was a Demolisher. Yeah, we were correct. And we are on his side, so this will help concentrate the damage a little bit better. So, not exactly killed, but very weak. As you can see, for a missile wreck, you got a catapult. For me, it's a grown-up blackjack that's a skip to the gym. Well, the blackjack is really a mini rifleman. If we want to get technical about it. Blackjacks are mini riflemen. Riflemen are smaller Jaeger mechs because the Jaeger mech is the upgrade for it. Ugh, I don't know why they upgraded to it. Riflemen are perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the mech. I'll use a little bit of precision strike just to make sure that this guy dies. Or you could miss a 90% shot. Yeah, that's a thing. Good job. Fantastic you joined. Oh wait, no, he founded the company. Whoops. That means that was me. Jaeger mech's going to take a little damage. We maximize the armor on our Jaeger mech so it can take a little bit of hit. It can't take hit hits on the other hand though, so there is that working against us. So good job, LRMs. And there's the catapult. Yeah, catapults are fun too. So cannot deny. They're very interesting mechs. They're very cool looking mechs too. Like, a dynamic catapult is one of the most awesome looking mechs in most of BattleTech. Just because it looks so aggressive and nimble as it's leaping about, and oh, it's a cool mech. K2s are also pretty interesting. Hi Sean, welcome to the stream. Glad you're not busy today. Yeah, you've only come in 26 minutes in, so perfectly fine. We've only had one mission so far, sort of as a warm-up. Basically, we kicked butt and we took names. I'm going to have to kill that thing now. Precision strike on you, because you're having a good day. Burn him down. There we go. Goodbye, Demolisher. Don't want to deal with your crap. Your twin AC-20s would not bother me today, sir. We just got a quick draw and the catapult, which hopefully I can kill the catapult. But, you know. Oh, also you, 55-tonner. Are you going to give another headshot to my Jaeger mech? Please don't. Please stop. Please no. If we put a pair of clan LRMs on this thing, the amount... Ooh, another Jaeger mech. Interesting. Unless that was a... that could have been a blackjack. But I'm gonna bet on Jaeger mech. Slip back into cover, where it's safe, where you take considerably less damage. And just fire. Oh good, you've opened up his leg. That's what we needed. He will be moving in the assault phase, if I recall correctly, because we did precision strike him. And the Jaeger mech will be busy knocking him over. Gotta get this Siegebreaker on the move. It's taking a pounding. We've armored it up, but it's only a 65-ton mech. Back it up. Keep backing up, backing up, backing up. And can I back up without... There we go. That way I can still keep the front of my mech forward. Do we see anything that's 45 tons or 65 tons? No, so that could be a Jaeger mech off in the distance. Target the catapult, knock him over. Make him regret the day he was born. To be fair, it's only 40 missiles. It is not an insurmountable number of missiles. We did blow up most of his jump jets, though. So there is that working for us. On your back, please. We've already taken care of you. You are done, sir. Look to the skies. Oh, speaking of looking to the skies, one of the things BattleTech is bringing is VTOLs. I mean, we don't get access to them yet because I don't think anybody's figured out how to break the vehicle mech character player barrier, I suppose I can call it. But, oh, that's going to be so much fun when they do. If they do. Even as enemies, VTOLs will help spice things up quite considerably. There we go. Getting all them catapult parts. Would you kindly not explode? We took your head off. So that's been dealt with quite nicely. So now we have to deal with Mr. Quickdraw. I think I want to get as close as I can, because I can burninate you down quite hard. I'm going to go Precision Strike, go for a side torso, just tear it off if you can. Be a little bit more precise. There we go. Half of his weapons, including his SRM. That was the goal. This Quickdraw has been disarmed. No, no. First of all, that's factually incorrect. He still has his other arm. And second of all, no. Getting hit by another Griffin. A lot of Griffins around this end of the galaxy. That is somewhat unfortunate. Although still not seeing that Jaegermech or whatever it was that was doing that. Shotgun, do you want to provide long-range missile fire? I think you do. So, go grant him a gift. Actually, no. I think Kodiak should do it. Because Kodiak got a really good gun for it. I mean, he's got that AC 20+++. And so, that can happen. That, I'll be honest, wasn't planning that, but that works out great. I put all the pieces in motion. I should have planned for that, but no, I hadn't actually set that up. Alright, we got more missiles incoming. Duck. It's not too many. Thunderbolt, maybe? Nothing too serious. Other things in BattleTech we're desperately craving. At the beginning of the Urban Warfare series, I was like, I am specifically not going to talk about things that I am missing from BattleTech. And now that we are so close to a release, or at least what we hope to be a release, that rule has basically gone out the window. So looking forward to the massive increase in the numbers of types of mechs. So that when I look over and see, oh, it's a 65-ton mech and it's fired an LRM-10 at me, I don't immediately know that this is probably a Thunderbolt. Oh, it's one of the best things about BattleTech. Variety of units. And then, of course, you've got all the 8 billion mechs that the team has created from scratch because it was funny. Which is awesome. Yours LRM side, right? Yep. Excellent. Lovely. Rip that apart, please. Because if we can... Ooh, not quite. I mean, we dealt a pretty decent amount of damage to it, but we're not going to be able to kill it. Zeus, sprint! You may sprint forward as fast as you can, because you're an incredibly quick mech. Zeus's with masks will be a thing. What do we got here? 45. Oh, so it was a blackjack. Alright. So it was only 2 AC2s. I'm surprised you can actually see me there. I suppose you must be slightly high enough up on the mountain that you can take care of that without any problem at all. Kodiak, can you see it? Oh, you can? You can seriously see him? I love it. Kodiak is not exactly the best precision striker just yet. We're working on it, but hey, 50% chance. And there goes all of his guns. This is why, children, you do not build a mech where all of your guns are on one side. Yes, dead sides are cool, but it just makes you way too vulnerable. And some more missiles coming in. Dancing on the Awesome. The Awesome doesn't dig into cover if it wants to continue to engage effectively, and we do. You can shift slightly to the side, that way you'll be a little less likely to get shot at by this mech as it comes around the corner. And bombard him to knock him over, please. This will force him even further back in the initiative phase. I mean, there was, of course, the chance you could have killed him too, but let's be honest with ourselves, it wasn't a very high chance. Well, the LRM-15 pluses that we're using are +1 damage, which, you know, very effective. If I had LRM-20 pluses, that would be even more amazing. I mean, it's frankly just flat out more damage, which is lovely. AI not using dead side? Yep, that is true. The AI, I don't think the AI knows how to use a dead side. So, that is a little bit disappointing now that I stop to think about it. You're very much right. They generally don't use their dead sides. Let's walk up to him and we're going to kill him. I'm not even gonna bother. Right. AC-20s are so satisfying to use. UAC-20s, honestly, actually, UAC-20s I think are a little less satisfying to use than AC-20s. Because just one big shell that slams into the target and just does amazing things just doesn't have quite the same punch, I feel, as two shells hitting that do amazing things. Just something to be said about the rarity of shells. And on that note, on traveling along the beach and watching things, we're going to reserve. Alright, so I have bet that this guy is a Thunderbolt, and if it's not, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. Oh, he stayed hidden. You jerk! Come on! You were supposed to reveal yourself to my glorious guns. What I'll do is I'll actually sprint. I'll sprint forward. Hey, it was a Thunderbolt. Lovely. Oh, there's another mech. Oh yeah, the actual commander of the traitorous commanders is still off there in the distance, so we need to take care of him. Oh, he's some sort of missile mech. Another catapult? That would be interesting. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get a shot on these guys, except with shotgun, because, you know, shotgun has lots of missiles. Does it very well. Target the blackjack. Why? Because you can see it. It's at long range, and the blackjack doesn't have a heck of a lot of armor. It's decently armored for its tonnage, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have a ton of armor.
What's up, boss?
I kind of wonder, what mech should we kind of have gotten? Because, alright, so personally, I don't like blackjacks. I don't think they're bad mechs. I really don't. I just am not a fan. So I have often said that I don't like the heirloom blackjack that they give you at the beginning of the game. And so it's gotten me wondering on occasion, what mech should the heirloom mech have been? So it would have to be a mech that's pretty decently armored. I mean, it doesn't have to be an absolute fortress, but it needs to be armored so it can take a hit. It needs to have a good mix of weaponry for long-range combat and short-range combat. And it needs to be 45 tons, because if it's not 45 tons, you've just broken the game. I don't know why, but that apparently is the rule. Kodiak, get up there. Go kill people. I mean, I could shoot you. I should shoot you, honestly, but I'm going to keep this pain train a-rolling. And so I've been wondering, what mech should the heirloom mech have been? Oh, if that had hit the center torso, it would have killed him right there. Is that off their ammo? Something? No? Nothing? I mean, the Vindicator's always an option, but Vindicators tend to run really hot, and remember, we've got to teach brand new players how to play the game, which is kind of the point of the Ancestral Battle mech. It's like, here's a mech to... The Vindicators from the Capellan Confederation. Well, they're the people who use it the most. But I like Vindicators, just purely on aesthetics. Vindicators, the new version that came out with MechWarrior Online, the Redux done by Flying Debris, is gorgeous. Like, that is... Mwah, I love that mech, just in terms of appearance. It's an amazing looking mech. The only trouble that might have is it runs hot because it's got a PPC, and PPCs in this game are pretty terrible. But maybe that's not a terrible thing. I mean, it does have the LRM-5. It's got medium lasers to back it up and a small laser. Unfortunately, it has the medium laser and the small laser in the opposite positions of where they should be. Like, seriously, the lore behind the Vindicator is that the mech is prone to getting its pilots killed with attempts to eject because of the protrusion of the medium laser into the cockpit. And it seems like... And that same Vindicator has a small laser in its arm. And it's like, this seems like an obvious thing to fix. In any event, enough of that. It's got a small laser, a medium laser, a PPC, and an LRM-5, which gives you a nice mix of weapons. You don't exactly get the same sort of alpha the Blackjack can put out, but you're a much better skirmisher. Huh. It's just something that I've been sort of bandying about in my head on occasion. I haven't really come to any major conclusions. Isn't the Hellspawn 45 tons? Or not the Hellspawn, what's the little hell mech that the Inner Sphere makes? It was designed, I believe, for pulse lasers. It's got like a missile pod on one shoulder and a missile pod in the hand, I believe? Or no, that's the Thanatos. But it does have a missile pod on the shoulder and opening missile bays in the center torso, and the cockpit's off to the side. I think it's Hell something. I thought it was Hellspawn, but I might be wrong on that. Alright, let's go kill this guy, because he's long outstayed his welcome. Give him the love. Yeah, if anybody knows what mech that is, please remind me. Otherwise, I'm going to look it up at some point in the stream while I'm waiting for a loading screen to go through, just to sort of keep my mind able. Are you sure it's... I'm not positive if it's not the Hellspawn. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm almost sure it's the Hellspawn, but I don't want to say it's a Hellspawn and then find out that I'm grievously wrong. Are you actually in range to punch? Apparently not, because you're not allowed to punch people who are right in front of you. Takes way longer to get big assault mechs in RogueTech, doesn't it? Do you think that makes them more satisfying when you do get them? It does it. Yes, it takes an incredibly long amount of time. Based on it. Well, yes and no. So one of the things that extends the rate is because by default, you get you need 5 parts in order to build a mech. But at the same time, RogueTech also provides you easier ways of killing very heavy mechs in the form of the XL engines. So if you've got an XL engine in a very large mech, all you gotta do is pop one of the side torsos, which it is incredibly easy to pop a side torso, especially if you're able to maneuver around to the side of the mech. I mean, we might even pop his side torso facing him in front. Not quite. 6 health. So, one of the reasons why we have so many bushwhackers, aside from the fact that I love the bushwhacker, is because of this exact reason. Because if you get to the side of a bushwhacker and you pop his torso, you have 4 parts to a mech that are given you. And it becomes easy to get bushwhackers that way. I don't know many assault mechs with XL engines. I think there's an Atlas with an XL engine. But in any event.
Ready for orders.
But yeah, the progression definitely is slowed purely because it's a lot harder to progress in RogueTech because the enemy is a lot harder. But to actually answer the question that you asked rather than going on my own diatribe, yes, I think that makes assault mechs feel so much more worth it because you had to fight through so much more to get it. But then again, you don't need an assault mech in RogueTech to have a deadly as all hell mech. Like, that's one of the really fun things about RogueTech is you can build a phenomenal mech out of just about anything because of the way that evasion and spotting got changed. So one of the big problems in this game is in vanilla is that evasion decays and you're always outnumbered. So because evasion decays and you're always outnumbered, evasion becomes mostly worthless, and the only way that you're going to be effective in the late game is you've got to... Oh! Huh. Now this is interesting. Okay, we gotta fight now. Lacerator comes to mind. Yeah, that's a pretty dangerous mech. Hellspawn is Inner Sphere version 8E got 2 pulse lasers. I thought the Hellspawn was designed to like test pulse lasers. I might be wrong on that, but I thought that was one of the. Oh, maybe I'm thinking the other Hell mech. You a Highlander? You're a Highlander. It's a 733 Papa. Is that the one with the AC-20 in the shoulder or not? Or in the AC-20 in the arm or not? Not positive. No, the thing I'm thinking about testing lasers is the other Hell mech. The Hell's Horses one. Was it Hell's Horses? I think it was Hell's Horses. Hellfire, that's it, I think.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, anyway, mechs in RogueTech, whites are devastatingly terrifying. And they are, what, 35 tons? So, even when you're rolling around in 55, 60, 70 ton mechs, whites are terrifying to fight. Because they are so nimble, they are so aggressive. Hi, buddy, I'm here to take your head. So please. No, that's not his head. That is very much not his head. Guys, work with me on this one. We're here to take his head. I have only desires for the man's head and nothing more. Brace. And Kodiak. Unfortunately, Kodiak is not a very good shot. Also going to brace. And shotgun is going to move up into cover. Whites sent you running for cover. Oh, they did. They're terrifying. Like, I'm not joking. Whites are a horrifically terrifying mech. Because they jump all over the place. They can jump all over the place and then descend upon you with large lasers. Fire starters with clan Gauss rifles. He hit my head! He hit my head! Are you kidding me? Unfortunately, by the way, this is the bad Highlander. This is the Highlander that does not happen to have any ballistic slots, so can't use an AC-20.
Yes, Commander.
I mean, I'm still gonna go for his head, but... I mean, it's not quite as cool. This is your last chance.
Copy that.
You have no more AC-20 ammo! You jerk. Alright, we gotta just start bombarding him. Tonnage equals power in BattleTech. In RogueTech, tech plays a big role, so smaller mechs can be frightening. Yep, absolutely. Which is one of the reasons why I adore RogueTech so much more, because it's your tech that's going to determine whether or not your mech is really good or not. Also, you know, other modification options that you have. Just keep hitting the head, everything you've got. Pavement? Oh, Pavement might be able to do it. Pavement could do it. Okay, Pavement. Because she has Call Shot Mastery. And she has many lasers! Fire them all. Take his head. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it. Got it. Good job, gal. Oh, we took it for full salvage. Lovely. Excellent work, everybody. We've picked up another assault mech. This is actually our heaviest assault mech. So, even better. So, we've gone to a 90-ton. We have two 80s, and now we have a 90. Which, unfortunately, is an LRM-only boat. Because somebody designed it poorly. Yeah, shotgun is 15 days in injury because she took a headshot from LRM fire. We took a return headshot, but the Zeus is equipped with a cockpit mod for defense. But because of that sort of tech thing, it also means that you can... Oh, there it is. I was like, where is it? We'll take the Highlander. You know, I'll take all the parts for the Highlander in case I can get another one. It's not the best Highlander. It is, in my opinion, the worst Highlander. Because, as you can see, no ballistic slots. Not cool, dude. We'll also grab the Thunderbolt. Because, ooh, I could... If I didn't, I could also get a Jaeger mech. Pair of AC-20s. How many do I have? I have one. I don't need any, actually, if I'm completely honest. I do need that, however. Yes, I'm dumping that. I am dumping an entire guaranteed mech in order to grab an LRM-20. Because that mech is going to need a lot of missiles. It's just the way that it works. Because you have the options of lasers on it. Although, I don't think I have a whole bunch of large laser boats, do I? Huh. So maybe I could do something with large lasers. I mean, most of our mechs are AC-20 SRM. I'm going to have to double check that. I think I have a Black Knight that is all large lasers. Although, does it have enough? Triple large lasers and a pair of LRM-15s? No, that's not enough weight. Yeah. BattleTech teach you for what you use mech. RogueTech teach you how many things you can put in one mech. Oh, RogueTech is all about grabbing all that stuff. It's the little stuff, too. Like, sometimes it's just not a bright idea to grab that mech part because the tech there is just so much better. Alright, let's go to the mech bay. We have a Highlander to build. Hello, Highlander. You deserve to be up here, but the Awesome also deserves to be up here. Who gets to move down? Honestly, the Thunderbolt, because I'm so over Thunderbolts. And that'll just slot you along to the head. Yes, that had to be done. Alright, refit time! And there is a lot of fun. Yup. So I do like vanilla. I really do, but not as much as I like RogueTech. I've stated before, RogueTech fixes vanilla's problems. Vanilla is a solid foundation. Don't get me wrong. But there's only so many things I can do with this. Like this particular mech. There's only a few things I can do with it. If this were RogueTech, the sky would be the absolute limit. Lasers, missiles, support weapons, punch bot, whatever. You could do it. So, alright, so do we want to build a laser mech or a missile mech? That is the question. I've seen you take things like Clan XL engine or Clan Pharaoh over good mech parts in RogueTech. That's usually what I do after my first disasters campaign where I had low-tech assault mechs. Yeah, oh, I remember our Mackie. We had a Mackie back when it was just a supersized urban mech. Mackies now actually have their own model in the CBT, which is awesome! So I'm going to be looking for a Mackie. But because it was an ancient mech, it had a quirk on it, which was like easy to hit or something like that. And it meant that all accuracy was higher on you, and it's basically a low-tech assault. You couldn't do a whole heck of a lot with it. It was literally killing the company. And Raider says, and you know, I just have to wonder how RogueTech team would do MechWarrior 5. I suppose we'll never find out. This is true. We will never find out. I'm not going to support MechWarrior 5. I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do, but I ain't going to support it. What they've done is, no, you don't do that. So here's what we can do. We can go LRM 20s and an LRM 15, which this is basically the same build that I have. Oh, actually, it's not quite the same build. The same build would be this. And then I think it's 4 tons of ammo? I think. Because of the way that I had it set up. 1, 2, or was it 6? Each one is 120 rounds, right? Yeah, 120. So this is 55 missiles. That means each one of these is essentially 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Give me one more ton. 10. And then heat sinks. Because it's going to be very hot. It's very hot in here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So what's my heat efficiency? Terrible. 42 for 86. Jeez. Oh yeah, that might be. And the added weight added up to the level of difficulty to the team, which didn't help. From 400 hours, I only got 100 as vanilla. Rules play much more elegant. Yeah. There's a lot more depth in BattleTech, which I think everybody would admit to. BattleTech just simply is deeper. And let's see, so this is going to cost me 18 heat, 36 heat, 36 heat plus 14 is... No, really? 50? Oh, 50 heat. So, 50 heat is what... No, that can't be right. Oh, it can be. Yeah, it is. So 50 heat is what I've got to dissipate every turn if I want to fire this thing. That's actually not terrible. Ooh, I might be able to make this work. I could shell out another ton in order to make it a bit lighter. A ton of armor in order to make it cooler. BattleTech is deep as a pool, Arctic is deep as the Pacific Ocean. Oh, it certainly has its definite depths. It's beautiful. I think I might do that. Hit defense gyro, just flat out, thank you. Okay, that works out. Kind of wanted it in a slightly different mech, but I will take it here. Of course, no jump jets, they're just too heavy. I mean, if I dropped off the LRM-15 or something, I could do it. But yeah, this is definitely the suckier of the Highlanders, because normal Highlander would have a ballistic slot here in this arm, and you could put an AC-20 in it, which would, you know, beat the ever-loving crap out of whoever walked up to you. It's basically a Super Zeus at that point. If we had that, I'd probably do something with AC-20, probably an SRM-6 or 8 or SRM-12 pack, maybe an 18 pack even. And we'd run from there, maybe jump jets even if I could throw them in there. It's not the most jumpy mech out there. You can make an LRM-50 and maybe put a large laser in? Ooh, could we? No, we couldn't. Well, yeah, we could. Yeah, because we'd be down to 5 tons minus these. I would make the ranges line up better, that is true. Yeah, why be locked into what we've done before? We shall branch out and explore. Alright, 5 tons of ammo at 120, 600 rounds. 600 rounds of LRM ammo would be burned through in 12 rounds. So I can shed a ton of ammo, actually, if we do this, which we are going to do. Thank you for the suggestion. I love it. I love it when the community comes up with suggestions. Stability damage? No, we're going to go for... Oh, that's even better. So this is plus 2 damage, so 6 is 60 damage. LRM-15 is also 60 damage. We've gone to the LRM-10 without losing any damage. Thank you, Adam. That was a fantastic suggestion. Love it. And this will also give us an additional heatsink. 2 15s and a 20? No, we go with this. I think this will work out better. Because the 15s don't do the same amount of damage. In this way, we have the same amount of damage as the LRM-55. So, then we'll throw on... I don't have a large laser. Oh, large lasers have been super rare for us for some reason. Hi, I would like to buy a large laser, please. No? No, they do not sell them here. Okay, I'll rip it off another mech. But I'll build this and then we'll rip it off the other mech. Give me another heatsink just to control that heat. So this will give us a heat efficiency of 45 for 46, and a large laser is 18 heat? Yeah, so that'll work out lovely. So once we rip a large laser off another mech, we'll throw it on here once this is done in several days. So we have a Black Knight that has a whole bunch of them. He's hogging all the large lasers. Oh, I could just... Oh, I've got to can one of these mechs. The reason why I've got to can one of these mechs is because I'm running out of space. So let's can this one. Yeah, put it into storage. Confirm. Okay, Highlander. Stop work. Confirm. I had one immediately. I need the space open just in case. And I'm not a huge fan of Thunderbolts anyway. We'll rebuild this real quick, and that'll be everything done. So armor's already been maxed out. So equipment, give him the gyro. Give him 4 heatsinks on, and 5 heatsinks in total, right? To give him 45. 1, 2, 1, 2. That gives you a heat sinking of 45, correct? 45. Okay, lovely. So we've done all the equipment there onto weapons. And we will give the LRM-20, LRM-20, and LRM 10. The reason why we're putting the 20 on the outside is because it still is more damage. It's 80 damage to 60 damage, so I want to more in that. This is a little bit more concentrated firepower, but I want the salvo accuracy. And then energy, we give it the large laser double plus. And then, of course, we need our 4 tons of ammunition to keep this whole show rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be lovely. Right. Right? That's the one I want? Yeah, that is the one I want. And that means we have 1 large laser left in storage should we need it for other things. So it ain't a great mech, because mainly it doesn't have an AC-20 on it and it's an assault. But it's probably the best mech that it can be. So thank you, Adam. That was a lovely suggestion. I'm very happy with that. It has improved the quality of the mech considerably. You are moving towards your called shot mastery because I desperately need it. Kodiak is just a level behind everybody else because he doesn't have it. He's actually 1 level away from getting it because this is called shot mastery right here at level 9. Okay, so our mechs are set. We are unfortunately going to have to field a pilot who does not have bulwark, but if we place him in back, what could go wrong? Escort, no. Capture base, no. Recovery force skull? Or insurgent leader. We'll go insurgent leader assassination first. And then we'll... Ooh, no. I want the good payment out of this. Smash and grab. Recovery. Email this. We're going to balance the Turian Concordat. Alright, so we have lost a pilot, but Sandhog can get in. Sandhog being, of course, a better pilot. Do I give him the more direct fire support? Or that would keep him alive a little bit better. Triple medium laser, triple large laser is quite direct. This would give us a damage of 120 at range, whereas the Jaeger mech is currently dealing 5 times 15. 4 times 15 to 60. Yeah, the Jaeger mech just deals more. The Jaeger mech is dealing that spread over a larger area, but it's more. So we're going to rock and roll with that. We'll bring in all the firepower. And of course, we still have our headshotting Zeus. And Pavement to a lesser extent. Pavement can headshot just as well as our Zeus. Just as well... God, I forgot his name. Just as well as Romeo. But because she doesn't have an AC-20 or a Gauss rifle, she is incapable of reliably headshotting opponents in one shot. Although she does hit the head more often just because she has a blistering energy array. It is probably one of the better, in my opinion, ways to kit out an awesome... I mean, an awesome is supposed to have three PPCs, but in my book, 3 PPCs is a terrible idea in this game. RogueTech, not so much. In vanilla, that heat is ridiculous, and there's no point in trying to kill yourself doing that. Better off getting a whole ton more weapons so you can have the ultimate brawler. Are we still in the tundra? I hope so. That'll allow us to keep extra cool. Oh, good, we are. Alright, so we're going to show up and we're going to recover things. Let's get rocking and rolling.
Time to earn our money.
Yes, indeed, Sandhog. Very happy that you're on board with this plan.
Position confirmed.
Everybody forward. Secure the location.
I copy.
Nothing out here. That is very odd. Oh, no, they're there.
Time to
I
earn
was
our
curious where the heck you guys were. Okay, we got a stalker. All lovely. Another assault mech. Got a demolisher. That needs to die. And die quickly it will. Make sure that the Orion is in a position to actually support that quickly. You will be in a position to support as well. And you will be in a position... really to kill from the heights? Or should I go... No, we'll go... We'll go in. Right there. Leave the awesome exposed. That way it's at 4 pips of evasion, but if the enemy wants to shoot at it, we can reduce it. So Stalker moving in the heavy phase. Good pilot. Jägermech is a bit too far forward. I'm not super psyched about that. But if I can tear this head off quick, we can get some good work done. Stray shot making the Orion a little bit more vulnerable. Alright, so Kodiak. First thing Kodiak can, of course, do is eliminate the Demolisher, because it's a little bit too dangerous for me to keep around. I do have to knock it out. Okay, center or forward armor has taken that hit, and then it's not dead. Okay, okay. Oh, it's a expert shot too. Luckily for us, it did manage to hit a pilot who did have the damage reductions. Sandhog can back up. Sandhog can back up considerably. I think I want to go for the Demolisher. I need to deal 50 damage to it. Theoretically possible. What do you... She's gonna find this. Raider says, what do you think of Urban Warfare as a whole? Is it worth the RogueTech team having to take so long to update their game? I think only once we actually play RogueTech will we know the full answer to that question. Urban Warfare offers an entirely new biome, which means a really new, fun, and interesting way to play. But on top of that, it also adds in support for being able to draw circles on the map. So I'm not sure what was made possible by urban warfare that was not available before, but I get the feeling that will be revealed a little bit better to us once we get our hands on BattleTech itself. Oh, Shrek Baby Seeker, lovely. Good, shoot my Orion. Oh, okay, maybe not shoot my Orion quite so accurately. To be fair, if anybody needs to get killed, Kodiak is the one who is least likely to actually die because he can't actually die. Run up to the stalker. You're my only target, so I kind of have to shoot you, but I don't want to. Sensor lock. What are you? Find out. Okay, good. A demolisher. Ova? Not sure what that means. Hang on a sec. The Orion. We'll now try and seriously crack this thing open. Dude, you need to die. Just go away. Can you please hit the target, my man? That's important. If you think the AC2 variant is the worst, AC2 is the worst weapon in the game, the AC5 isn't much better. Why is the Jaeger so good with two of those? So often you get structure exposed when Jaegers shoot at you. So the AC2 is the worst weapon of the game based on tonnage. It's a huge amount of tonnage for medium laser damage. Granted, it'll shoot it super far, but that's not all that great. What you gotta remember is that if I were to build a mech that could do a comparable amount of damage to a Jaeger mech, I would need 2 medium lasers to make up 12 tons of his firepower. Like, sure, the range ain't quite there, but it's still rather ridiculous in trying to make that happen. So, take his head, please. I want his head! Take the head, damn it! And the AC5s do 45 damage. Now, the AC5 is one of the best weapons in the game in terms of damage per heat ton. So there is an okayness of that. I'm just not a fan of it.
I'm under heavy fire.
You'll do fine. What I understand most of the time was spend is to implement VTOL and new mechanic that is ECM bubble. Oh, they're doing other stuff too. I mean, it's a fairly expansive project. I wouldn't want to just say they only work on this. Oh, I so wish that I had multi-target. Fire at this. Kill him, please. So why are Jaegers so good? Jaegers are good because they hit you when you don't expect them. Jaegers are good because they hit you from beyond your visual range. Like, anybody who can see a Jaeger can destroy a Jaeger. Jaegers are not good once you can actually see them because their armor is terrible. And their cannons don't deal enough shock damage once they're in close to really make a difference. But a Jaeger mech sitting, say, over here, shooting at you for 3 rounds as you try and get to it, now that's a problem. And that damage is better concentrated than the amount of damage that, say, I don't want to do that, I want to say that. It's better concentrated than an LRM mech. So LRMs do phenomenal amounts of damage at great ranges, but, unfortunately, that damage is scattered throughout the entire mech, whereas you're getting more discrete targets of damage hitting you. So, I don't know if that quite answers the question in a way that you're satisfied with. And if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I mean, I love trying to answer them. It's a lot of fun, actually. Oh, good, you came in close. Romeo.
Waiting for orders.
Romeo, oh, Romeo, please, my Romeo. I want you to put an AC-20 shell in his face. Oh, you don't actually see him? You just have the opportunity to see him. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, but just didn't want to report for some reason.
Locking in all.
No! Now I gotta kill him. Oh, no, we got the head hit. So he's down within range that Pavement could blow his head off. If Pavement opts to shoot him, which Pavement will not. Pavement is instead going to shoot at the Demolisher. I like the idea of a mech just ranging you with an AC2. If you only have a slow mech, you're in trouble. Yeah, and that's actually the strength of the AC2 in tabletop. It's still one of the worst weapons even in tabletop. But a tabletop map is gigantic. Like, compared to this, you play over some really big battles. And actually, we will be playing over a fairly decently sized battle in our next battle for not Precision Strike, just normal, for our classic BattleTech game, our Mech HQ game. So we will actually be engaging on a hopefully larger map as we are bringing a dropship in to crash on top of somebody. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, if you have a much larger map, an AC2 is not as bad as it seems. Jaeger mechs become a lot more powerful. Fire support mechs in general become a lot more powerful. So it really is a question of range, and unfortunately, range in this game is too short. It should be much longer. We should have a lot more room to maneuver, and we don't, due to various technical limitations, I assume. But I hope someday soon we can get over that. I don't know if I should be trying to headshot with you. We'll give it a shot. Let's just... Oh, good. He's knocked over. So now we can go for his head again. And for sure, if we hit him with anything except a medium laser, he's dead. Yeah, AC2s can work out okay. They make the blackjack better. But honestly, in my opinion, you are better off swapping out... Like, if you're going to do a Jaeger mech, rip out 2 medium lasers and go with quad AC5. So, you'll be able to save a little bit better on the ammunition. Please don't kill him, please don't kill him, please don't kill him, please don't kill him. Good, we got a stalker.
Target neutralized.
So, but yeah, take a Jaeger mech, rip out the AC2s, rip out their ammunition, cram in another pair of AC5s.
On the move.
And your quad AC5s are going to do better. Like, find the tonnage, and I'm fairly sure it's there. I gamed it out once. Wait, we're stealing a memory core? What? This seems like a much more important thing than it otherwise is. Alright, we took a couple of hits. Kodiak is going to be out for a little while because he took a face shot, which was, of course, not cool. But yeah, other than that, fairly successful. Got ourselves another assault mech. So we've picked up 2 assault mechs today in back-to-back missions. Now it's another 80-ton assault mech. So at this point, we have 3 80-ton assault mechs. But yeah, so 12 days off Kodiak. So Kodiak's going to need to chill. Give me them mech parts. Didn't we? Oh no, it was just the stalker and 2 vehicles. Oh! Oh, thank you. Another really good AC-20. Plus 4 accuracy PPC is actually kind of tempting, because at that point it started to get ridiculous. I don't have an AC-20 ammo though, so I'm gonna... can I do that? I mean, I need large lasers. There's AC ammo for free here. Take it. And we're gonna avoid PPCs, because PPCs are terrible. We did not get the AC-20 ammo? Okay, we got 3 tons of it. Lovely. I was a little worried there. And we got one of the improved accuracy PPCs. So that worked out great. Victory all around. Everything that we ever desired and wanted has become ours. Thinking maybe I should put another Thunderbolt in storage. We'll actually have to take a look at the mechs that we're building. We do need to spend a little time getting our pilots healed up, because now we're down below pilot threshold. So we've got to wait 12 days to get Kodiak back. We've got to wait 15 days in order to get our other pilot back. So, unless we happen to find somebody brand new and cool. Okay, Mech Bay. Also, the Stalker needs a quirk on it that has heat generation control, purely because, you know, it's supposed to have a battle computer which reduces the amount of heat you generate. I only found this out relatively recently as we were looking through some information in our Mech HQ game. But apparently the Stalker, just like, there is a certain amount of heat that it automatically heat sinks for free if you shoot your weapons based on its battle computer. Okay, I kind of want to build the same Stalker that I have in the Casper Kaisha. I'm actually a big fan of that Stalker. It has proven to be an amazing mech. That's fine. Why not hire 2 Lance of mech pilots? Cost, desire. I don't like spreading things out. Yeah. I could hire another person, which we may end up doing. But first things first, we gotta build. Actually, I don't know if I can build. I don't think I have 2 LRM-20s. I don't. Ooh, okay, so we got a Stalker that we can't build into the same mech that we had before. I mean, I suppose what I could do is just go full SRM-6 spam. But that seems like a bit of a waste. So let's come up with a better plan. I only have 2 large lasers. I have several PPCs. I have 2 plus damage PPCs. But they're 35 heat, which is just unmanageable. It's purely unmanageable, that much heat. 6 energy, 4 missile, and I don't have an exchanger. I need an exchanger if I want to build this Stalker properly. So we're going to have to go hunting down a couple of flashpoints, I think. So that may be the solution to our problem. Maybe we should start traveling to see if we can't find a fun flashpoint out there. So I still could do the 6 medium lasers. I mean, that's always an option. It's a lot of heat. And LRM-15s? Do I have enough LRM-15s? I do. I absolutely do. So, LRM 15, LRM 15, plus 2 balloons, so not... Or... I mean, that could work. I would have 2 assault mechs that were super LRM mechs. I'm wondering if that's a direction we should go in or if that's a direction we should avoid. Because otherwise I'm ripping out these 2 LRM-15s and seeing what I can do more conventionally. So this is 60 missiles, so now we are really on 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5 tons of heat sinks is not going to be able to control this, is it? Oh, actually it will. So we could actually do this. We can pull this particular mech style off. Then you count for Stalkers of Speed, not suitable for medium lasers. We've got a super catapult that we use in the Casper Kaisha, which actually runs quite nicely. It's got 6 medium lasers and 2 LRM-20s, and it's fairly powerful actually. Like, it gets in close to the enemy. That range problem that I was talking about before, why AC-2s suck so bad, is sort of demonstrated even more. It makes medium lasers, which are already one of the best weapons in the game, arguably the best weapon in the game, it makes them even more powerful in this because of that. So we can actually handle the heat doing this. We do need all of this ammo because we're firing a whole bunch of missiles. So I think that's reasonable. I mean, that's not terrible. It ain't beautifully amazing, but it ain't terrible. Could I get even more out of this? No. No, I could not. Not unless I got LRM-20s in here, which I'd like to have, but we don't have. So an LRM-80 Stalker we could do if we started trimming a lot. An Exchanger would help with that. I think we'll build it. Actually, I think this replaces the Jaeger mech. Kind of want to keep the Jaeger mech anyway, but I think this will end up replacing it just because it does the same role. Do that and that. So the Jaeger mech is an LRM-40, or yeah, an LRM-40. This is an LRM-60. The Jaeger mech is kind of not. There's no point to it. Also, if I can grab these LRM-5s or these LRM pluses for the damage, throw in, say, yeah, take the comm system from this, put it into the Stalker. We've got ourselves fire support lance up here. Oh, actually, you're 85 tons. Huh. So I think there's also a 75-ton Stalker because there's like a modification. Still can't click and turn that. There's a modification for the Stalker that reduces the weight by like 10 tons in order to, and their justification for it in lore is that because Stalkers were getting old and in order to take the stress off the frame, they reduced the weight of the mech. Alright, let's go. Oh, good. There's flashpoints right nearby. Rare items, yes, and medium. The Long Hunt. I don't think I've actually done this one. In fact, I know for a fact I haven't done this one. I've done Yang for 10. It's big score. The rare mech is it's an SLDF Griffin, which is interesting. 159 days. Short uncommon weapon. Tonnage requirement is light. Hearts and Minds, we've done that one. I don't like that one. And this one is Siegebreaker. Rare mech upgrade. I mean, I'm in the neighborhood. I just don't want to spoil it for myself. Because we've been doing a lot of the flashpoints through, we've been doing a lot of the flashpoints going, wait a second. Yeah, we'll travel here. A lot of the flashpoints going through our main Casper Kaisha campaign and sort of collecting those into a folder of flashpoints. So if you go to my channel, if you're looking for just sort of playthroughs of the flashpoints, we have one there. Unfortunately, I did the grand tournament and I screwed up. I ended up not doing the entirety of the grand tournament, which I feel like an idiot about now because I found out that there was more missions than I thought there was. You need to come down to the bottom, sir, because you are not useful. Cataphract, get you done. So the dragon will be last up. So unfortunately that means I didn't do every single urban mech mission in the grand tournament. So I have been speaking with Sprog and a couple other people and we're trying to figure out how to go back and re-unlock that flashpoint so we can do it properly. But yeah, we basically tap out after day one. We did the first urban mech mission, which was a lot of fun. And then I figured, oh, the next mission will be the end of it. But no, apparently there's multiple other rounds. And I feel like a fool for not having gone through every single one of them. So, if BattleTech doesn't finish anytime this week, I will probably have figured it out and played it again. And that'll be fun. We'll have a lot of fun with that. And then I'll have a Flashpoint that has 2 different endings to it, so even more interesting. Hopefully I won't piss off the Davians while doing it. That was one of my concerns. I didn't want to suddenly gain super maximum negative rep with everybody, which is what I feared would happen, but apparently there was an unfounded fear. So, we'll get ourselves over to the next planet. This will have all of our pilots once again healed up, patched, and ready to go. And then we'll also have... we'll have all of our mechs aside from the Dragon ready to go. So we can drop in with just super assault. And pause. Pause. Thank you. Mech base. I'm going to come to my Jaeger mech. I'm going to refit you. And I'm sorry, little Jaeger mech, but you have lost your comm system. I mean, you're really cool and all, but I need it for a stalker. By the way, who's not fully finished? Oh, it's the Highlander, isn't it? Oh, no, it's the stalker.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Why is the stalker unfinished? Didn't I max tonnage this thing? Oh, really? Oh, I spent the whole time building that thing and didn't notice it once. Oh, whoops. We loaded it with SRM ammo. Yes, put the SRMs into the LRMs, you can make it work. Oh, unfortunately, multi-missile launchers are not going to be invented for another couple of decades. Okay. Fix the stalker, please. Oh, I wish somebody had pointed that out to me before I actually ended up doing it. Alright, get that thing up front. We are 4 days away from Michael, and we will have the stalker done and ready to go. Okay, so we've got actually got 2 fairly long-range missile mechs. We've structural reinforcement. Finally recalibrate the stuff. Yay, plus morale. So 2 more days and we will be on Mitchell to take a Flashpoint. We'll kick butt, we'll take names, it'll be great. This is the tonnage requirement light. Just need to double check. Do I have enough light mechs to do a light tonnage? Maybe. Depends on how light the light challenge becomes. Storage. Hi, I should have thought of this before. No? Got a Commando 1B. That will work everything that we ever need. Is 2 mechs gonna be enough? Screw it, no pain, no gain. We can always abort the Flashpoint if things go awry. But a rare mech upgrade is up for grabs. Now, we're not going to do all the crazy voices and stuff that we do when we're doing other things. For those of you who don't know, on the main channel, when we do through Flashpoints, I read out all of these in crazy, insane voices that I try and get as close to as possible, which is a lot of fun, actually. But we don't do that when it comes to the Let's Plays. Not Let's Plays, the live streams. I figured that you guys don't need to go through all of that, and we can just have a lot of fun with it, although maybe you're here for that, and if so, I'm sorry, but it's not going to change. Alright, let's go see what's going on. So there is, of course, a mech battle that must be joined, siege breaking in all that. We do have 2 light mechs. One of them is completely broken, and I don't want to take it, but it's one of my only 2 mechs that I have, so it's not like I can't not take it. It's just going to slow the battle down incredibly slowly, which obviously is not ideal. Although, rare mech upgrade, I'm really hoping for an exchanger. Exchangers are great. First deployment, rendezvous with Chevelle. Slants, surrounded, scouting is a battle. Okay, we can do that. Give me the stuff. Give me all the tech. Max is 75. Okay, it's got to be one of these. One of these light battles. Right, so get me a Kodiak. And I don't think I can fit the I can't fit the Orion. I think I can fit a Firestarter. Not quite. Somebody's going to have to go down 5 tons. Alright, that's because of you, isn't it? Do I want to keep the Jaeger fire support mech? Or a catapult? The catapult can not do the job better. Yeah, let's see. 800, 1200. Oh, it's way better armored. It has lost its communication gear, which is a bit unfortunate. Do I need an Orion? Maybe not. So, you're a close range, punchy, beady sort of guy, and you don't have any super mega AC-20s, so that helps out a little bit. And then I can take the Jaeger mech. Oh, give me 235 tons. I got 5 tons to spare. Do I have I do not have a 40-ton mech. How do I not have a single hatchman? It seems crazy to me. In that case, Romeo is going to get the 1K. Take every ton you can get. That sound good? Siegebreaker for long range, Thunderbolt for punchy, the Orion for really punchy, and Pavement, get the hell out of that mech. What are you thinking? What was I thinking? I don't want Pavement in a mech that is so easily killed. Good. So we have a crew ready to drop down. The Firestarter is mostly useless. We could swap it in for the Raven. Unfortunately, the Raven's electronic warfare just makes the game incredibly dull. You sit there and it's like, inch forward, stay in the bubble, inch forward. Alpha strike, kill that guy. Okay, inch forward, alpha strike, kill that guy. It's like, what is the point of this? This is boring. Because it resets at the start of every round. So if you just reserve to the bottom, you nuke everybody and then you reset the bubble. It's a terrible, terrible decision. Like, there were so many other ways they could have done that. Like, ghost targets seems like exactly the way you'd want to do it. There's a special rule called ghost targets that you can use in classic BattleTech, which basically simplifies electronic warfare. Basically makes it harder for them to hit. That's it. And it's based on your pilot skill, which I suppose, because pilot skill doesn't quite translate to everything. At least I think it's based on pilot. It might be tactics. In any event, they'd base it on tactics, ironically enough. And then they would just have it in a post check. And the better your pilot got, the more effective the ECM would get. And it would make the enemy less accurate. Instead of this whole, yeah, you just don't get to do shit as long as you have the ECM. So, a little bit of a mistake on HBS's part. I'm not quite sure why they came up with that. I can't even say I understand why they did it, because I really don't. Like, it seems like just such an unfun mechanic. Maybe they didn't have enough confidence in them. They're like, people are not going to feel like this is powerful enough that they bought an expansion pack and the new gear does not seem amazing enough. Dude, relax. First of all, we buy Stellaris expansion packs every couple of months, so chill. It's going to be fine. And secondly, make a good game and people will feel really happy about buying it. Which, again, they made a great game. Fantastic foundation. Could be more. But still. Yeah, it definitely is one of the few major missteps that they made, I think, because it's an entire equipment class that I feel just is totally pointless because it makes the game dull. It is less fun to use, which is why we have the Raven. We're just not using the Raven. Because, I do not need that thing in my life. I'm actually sort of preventing myself from going on the prototype mission to get the Raven purely because I don't want to deal with that last mission where you drive the Raven and you're invulnerable to everything at the very end because it's so boring. It's like, I sit here and I do nothing for a little while. And then you kill the trebuchets as they come towards you. Also, trebuchets, by the way, fantastic mech. A little bit irritating to fight, which I suppose makes them an even better mech. I've talked about this somewhat recently in one of the not Mech HQ, but I've talked about this relatively recently in one of the Flashpoint videos that I did. The trebuchet is a phenomenal mech because you hate to see it, and you also like to use it. So that's a fairly solid design. Alrighty, let's go murder everybody. Oh, your lance is taking the field. What is your lance? They must survive. Eliminate the Steiner scout mech. Okay, so the Atlas. Wolverine. What are you working with? We've got a Wolverine, a Shadowhawk, I don't know, a Hatchet Man, an Urban Mech R60L. That's how you know we're working for Lao. They have lots of Urban Mechs and they are not afraid to deploy them forward because they are very, very useful pieces of equipment. We'll stride on forward. Ooh, I started this Flashpoint a bit late. I'm not sure if we'll finish the entire Flashpoint before the end. But I suppose if there's enough pressure and people want it, but I don't know. Okay, Sandhog, let's get you sprinting forward. And we'll get ourselves into cover.
On my way.
Zoom.
Double time.
Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm trying to remember what car commercial used that song. And I'm struggling. I know I can Google it, but I'm trying to remember the good old-fashioned way, or be reminded by friends. Hey, there's the Steiner Scout Mech. It's an Atlas 7D. And the Wolverine. Guys, no, don't be gentle with it. Be gentle with it. Please stop. Don't shoot it. It has no armor. I want to take it. It was Mazda, thank you. Okay, I've got a problem because they're going to kill my Atlas. I want this Atlas. Don't you steal it from me. Was that a hit? No, not quite. Okay, how to get Romeo into the fight now? How does one teleport in Orion instantaneously? I need to know. Okay, so maybe he'll get a chance to shoot him next turn.
Yes, Commander.
I also need to get lucky and get a headshot, which, no guarantees on that. But I am going to deliberately
Confirmed.
not be as effective as I should be. Because I want that. And I shall have it. Sprint forward with the T-bolt. And run. Okay, so we got an Atlas to work with. The Atlas will now come chugging along forward. Opening fire on the Shadowhawk. And missing. Oh, yeah. So the reason why I just... And you couldn't see me, unfortunately. Maybe I should get a face cam at some point. The Atlas must have called for help. Starting to drop pods. That's unfortunate. But the reason why I kind of, like, looked at it funny was because I'm like, wait a second. Atlases don't have that many medium lasers, and I was reminded that the reason why I'm comparing those Atlases is because those Atlases that I'm thinking of have 2 rear-firing medium lasers. Rear-firing weapons kind of went the way of the Dodo when MechWarrior came along. Don't kill it. Please don't kill it. I want it. I want it badly. I desire to steal it. If I can steal it and put it for my purposes, I've gone for full salvage on this mission. Please don't kill it. Good. Keep missing. And then we also need to be lucky. It's a 1 in 5 chance, although he has been consistently missing headshots. So we'll go along with the gambler's fallacy and we'll say he's due. He's due for a good headshot, right? Oh, that's a head hit. Pilot injured. Oh, really? Anybody could headshot this guy now. Okay, more injuries going down. Please stop. Don't kill him. I beg of you. I'm pleading with you. If I can get you in range of the majority of my weapons, I can medium laser spam! Because I think I can do it. Okay, precision strike, Kodiak. I'm taking an awful risk here. But he's got 30 health. Damn it. Never mind, stop. No medium laser spam. We're just gonna shoot him. And hope we get lucky. Okay, that's not good. His center torso is not exposed. Okay, a bit of a mistake. Romeo, it's up to you. It is all up to you. I need you to tear his head, clean off his head. No, that was not it. We got a head hit, so that's 2 hits, plus a fall down. And maybe... Oh, he's got 2 health in the center too. Yes! Thank you very much for being such a terrible pilot that you had no health and you died in 3 injuries. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we got an Atlas. Sandhog, let's go. I don't want to get too far away from these guys.
Heading out.
I wonder what else they'll drop. Because it is Schneider, so we have to assume that, you know, the universe of weight is about to land on our heads. The Siegebreaker really does not need to move very fast, because the Siegebreaker is capable of firing from beyond visual range. Makes it very effective. So yeah, we kept that thing alive, hooked together with bubblegum and baling wire. Alright, we got brand new mechs. They are 45 tons. Ooh, Hatchetman? Oh, don't do this to me. Is this triple Hatchetman? Is this quadruple Hatchetman and I just can't see the 4th? Am I gonna have to make a choice between an Atlas and a Hatchetman? Because it's not actually a choice, it's gonna be a fucking Atlas. Seriously, who would... well, there are people, I know. I know people who would instead go for the Hatchetman over the Atlas. But this will be our first 100-tonner. It's gonna be great. That tops out our heavy mechs. And it'll be a twin AC. Yeah, Hatchetman, and... Shadowhawk. Oh no, that's friendly Shadowhawk. It's about to be Hatchman, and you had to ruin the whole effect by giving me a Shadowhawk. 35 ton, a Jenner 17. Jenners are excellent line mechs. Yeah, it's 3 Hatchetmen. Oh, this is gonna be lovely. Sandhog, you really don't want to get anywhere near there until after they've reacted, so you're gonna just go down to the bottom. You feel attacked. Why? You would pick a... Seriously, Graveman? You would pick a Hatchetman over an Atlas? An Atlas would be amazing. I mean, Hatchetmen are interesting. They've got a hatchet, but they're slow. Reasonably slow. And we can't sprint and attack in melee. Let's reserve and let them keep working. They can do whatever it is they want, and I will follow up afterwards after this Lao Lance gets out of my way, so my Orion can get into the fight. I shouldn't call it the Orion. It's not. It's Orion. I just enjoy saying it with a bit of a twinge to it. It's fun. You should try it sometime. The next time you see an Orion battle mech, just call it an Orion and see how much fun you have with it. And make sure that you leave a comment to this video and tell me just how much fun it was, or not, as the case may have been. Oh, there goes the building, and the camera unfortunately panning away from it because the action shots. 4 Hatchetman versus anything you can hatch victory, so many melee. Oh, but they're limited. Their biggest limitation is Well, aside from their torso exploding, which has removed their hatchet from the fight now. Their limitation in vanilla is they can't sprint and melee. They have to walk in melee. Atlas is boring? Everybody got an Atlas? Where are the king crabs? I don't know. They are just not there, and it's really kind of bugging me actually a little bit. So I've been looking for king crabs, because king crabs are the best 100-tonner. Not because of anything super major, but because they have both of their ballistic hardpoints in the hands, and so you can put in 2 AC-20s and gain the arm accuracy bonus. So I don't know why they're not in game. Oh, get death from above him. That might get his attention. Let's see. I'd like to get around to his right side, but that ain't gonna happen. Well, I can get around to your right side, and I can mess with you pretty considerably, because I'm gonna move before you get to move next turn. We're basically doubling up turns here. Fire into his side, kill him. Oh. Okay, I didn't mean that literally, but that was an amazing job. Good work. Let's see. Not Kodiak. Pavement. Pavement, my ultra-accurate death machine. Unfortunately, you also can't get to the side, but you can just, lay down a withering barrage of fire. So please do so. Withering barrage of fire, go. I should have actually moved the Orion in first and then had him see if he could headshot somebody. Okay, he's unsteady. Romeo! Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Is this a new mod? No, this is vanilla. Unfortunately, we do not have access yet to a released version of RogueTech, but as soon as the released version of RogueTech comes out, oh, you can bet we'll be on top of that. So, very excited for it. Hasn't come out yet, or at least I don't think so. Maybe it has now. Has it? Did LA, announce it? I'm literally checking Discord. No, she didn't. Okay. I was worried for a moment that LA had announced that, it had come out already, and I just hadn't been playing it. Because if that happened, what I would do is I would stop the stream, I would download it, and I would come back as soon as it was ready to go. But it's not. Unfortunate. Kill the center torso. Just blow him apart. Rip that torso limb from limb. Alright, so we've taken out 2 of the 4 of the 3 hatchetmen. And the other hatchetman is not actually in range to do much at the moment. Mech R60L, AC-20. Oh, beautiful job. Nailing that Jenner quite hard. So this is the deadly Irby. This is the most deadly Irby in this game, just in terms of raw damage that he can put out. There is also the R90 and the normal R60. You're taking heavy losses. You lost an urban mech. Come on. Chill out. Also super cheap. But yeah, I believe this game has the R60, the R60L, and the R60, or the R90.
Commander.
I'm fairly positive that's it. So I'm going to jump over here, where the hatchman can't get to me. And I'm going to blast you with all the weapons. Don't recognize the intercity layout. We're on the Flashpoint Siegebreaker. So it might be a custom map for that. I don't know. But the maps are always the same. So he's taken a pretty significant pounding hit. His center torso has been significantly weakened. And I used significantly in 2 sentences in a row, which was a mistake. But hey, we're going to deal with it. And he's going to bounce. He's going to get on top of a building because he's a genius. And once up there, we can, flatten the building if we desire. You can miss and flatten the building, which is also a lot of fun. Come on, straight shots. Come on, do something. No. 80 health. I could just bring it down. I could bring it crashing to the ground. Shadowhawk, dropping back in. Opening fire. Oh no, sensor lock. Interesting. You have how much evasion? You have 1 pip of evasion. Okay, pavement. Just hit him. Not that, but that. Bring down the rain upon his head. Should have gone for the building. It would have knocked him over. Center torso has been exposed. His hatchet has been destroyed. He didn't even lose his arm. He just lost the hatchet. Alright, Kodiak. His center torso is exposed. Shred him limb from limb, please. I've never played that I just keep on adding RogueTech mod packs. I can understand that perfectly well. When you have a mod as good as RogueTech, do you really ever not play it? So I was kind of hoping that would kill him, but it didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that this will work. That way we're left in suspense. So, missiles! A lot of accuracy and great exposure. And just right to the gut. Ooh. So we can't actually pick up a hatchetman out of this, I think. Oh wait, no, they weren't all. One was a 3X, so you actually don't get enough parts to do that. Besides, our parts are already spoken for. There's an Atlas. We need a 100-tonner. So the Jenner is zipping off to the side, gonna open fire on the hatchetman. So we had a hatchetman too? This is getting very confusing. We're gonna run right up to him. Where is he? There he is. Hi, buddy. Hello.
Confirmed.
Don't freak out. Don't just chill. I mean, it'll all be over in a second. Yes. Alright, so the Steiner Scout has been captured. The Scout Lance support has been eliminated. And now we get to get into another fight with Steiner. So there's that going for us. Mission successful. Might take us a couple of minutes too. Well, 10 minutes. So not bad at all. So we'll get our Atlas and we will be able to outfit him with all the AC-20s you can possibly cram into an Atlas. I am half tempted to put, you know, the 120 damage AC-20s, because we have 2 of them now, and put them both on him, but I think I'll resist that temptation and try and turn him into a headshot machine, as I did with my last Atlas, because it's a solid choice. Atlas. 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 Thank you. Thank you. There's not a Clan XL engine or anything in here, is there? No, didn't think so. Alright, our first 100-tonner is now on the books. And we picked up very boring equipment. I was kind of hoping to get, you know, both of these Hatchetman 3F parts just to sort of get us a Hatchetman, because we apparently don't have one, which is really kind of weird at the moment. But this will do for now. For now, it will be sufficient for our needs. Our requirements have been met sufficiently. Quite nice. Quite nice. Alrighty. You can do it. I believe in you. So the one down... Well... The urban maps are great, don't get me wrong. I love the verticality, I love the ability to alter the terrain by blowing up buildings. However, they do extend out loading times pretty significantly. So, although it's good because I have a lot to talk about, as you no doubt have figured out by this point. Alright, we got our Atlas 7D. Who's going in the garbage bin? I'm thinking the 1V. Because this was what? How would we build that? Oh yeah, it was the same thing. It just had a smaller AC-20. And this Thunderbolt is actually somewhat useful. So, send the 1V to storage. We're going to keep our classic 1K. Purely because it is the same mech that Kerensky himself rode out upon. And Kodiak likes that image. Put the mech in the... There. Oh, okay, it was immediate turnaround, that's why. I was like, why are you being slow? Immediate turnaround, we have a maximum limit. I suppose this is exactly what we're going to do. It is another straight-up battle. Firestarter, T-Bolt, Orion, and a Jaeger mech. Do I need anything else? Like a cataphract. Unfortunately, in order to slip the cataphract in here, I would have to get rid of the Thunderbolt and reduce his tonnage. Which, in order to do that, I would need the 60-ton dragon, which is not done. So, of all the times not to have a 60-ton dragon, deploy. I don't think I'm going to need to rely on headshots, but it's there if we need it. That's kind of the deal we're working under. And also, that's a fairly solid Orion. We can't get away from that fact that Orion is solid. It is equipped with an AC-20 triple plus. Any mech equipped with an AC-20 triple plus is a solid design, even in Assault. You give an Assault a single AC-20 triple plus, you got a mech there. Sure, you need to build a little bit more around it, but that right there is a real butt kicker. Or in our case, head rip offerer. Not quite sure how to put that. Head decapitator? The decapitator? Maybe we should name the Atlas that. That might be a little bit too on the nose. The other thing that we want to get our hands on is Gauss rifles, because Gauss rifles are just amazing. I do promise, though, that I will not put both Gauss rifles on the Atlas again. I love it. It's fantastic. 2 Gauss rifles, 2 large lasers. It's an amazing setup for an Atlas. But I'm already doing that in the Casper Kaisha. If you want to see that kind of gameplay where we can headshot people from across the universe, go check that one out. So our mainline YouTube channel, I believe if you just search for Tirak117 or Mirak117, you should find me pretty gosh darned quick. Or Starfleet Command, which I'm one of the few people currently doing it. I don't know why. It's not like the game is super old from 2001 or anything. But yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, so I promise I won't put them both on the Atlas, because it's super effective, and I love it, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan. But we could put Gauss rifles onto other mechs. We could put it onto a Vindicator if we wanted. We probably wouldn't, but we could. Or a Hunchback, but that seems so very prosaic. I'd much rather put it on something that'll be interesting, that'll wow the audience, which is why the Highlander also will not get it. Aside from the fact that the Highlander we currently have does not have the Gauss rifle slot. I don't know, I got my Orion set as AC-10 plus 10 damage and 2 large lasers. It also kicks. But I like the fact that I can just rip somebody clean out. The other thing about the way that I have my Orion set up is that it's designed as a, even if I don't get the headshot, I rip a hole open in armor, you follow that up with missiles. And really, if I wanted to build this really properly, I should be using the maximum additional stability damage missile, or not stability, but critical damage missiles. So, are we limited in how many support mechs we get? It's a completely different lance group. Oh, there's still the... Yeah, I knew he wasn't dead. He was just sleeping. That joke gets even better because it's an R90. I love it. I'm sorry, I laugh at my own jokes. Okay, so we've got Shadowhawk, Cicada, R90, and another Cicada. I like cicadas, honestly. I think design-wise they're a very cool mech. I don't think they make very good mechs, though. Anything in the 45-ton range is a bit... But still, cicadas in general are just not good mechs. Although these are probably... That's probably the best version of the cicada. You give it a PPC. So this is the terrible cicada. This is the cicada you should be worried about. Because PPC plus... Honestly, I'd rip out the machine guns and give it a pair of medium lasers or something instead. But that PPC gives it some nice hole punching capability. If you have to have a cicada, that's probably the cicada you want. Okay, I don't want to get too far ahead because, you know, there's two mechs out here. But I also don't want to be left behind. So I'm going to run over here. This will allow me to hide within the buildings. We're going to the store. Don't question that. It'll be fine. Urban Mech, R90, moving forward. Gonna lay down a set lock. It's a Locust 1M. Right. And off in the distance, we have identified another mech sneaking on forward. Don't see any assault mechs at the moment, which is a little concerning because it's a Steiner Lance. Oh, and that is why that is the best cicada. Granted, he's shooting a Locust. We have to always keep that in mind. But still, if you're going to shoot at a Locust, you may as well shoot at it with a PPC. And we got a Panther who just ripped off the arm of the cicada. So there's love going around all over the place. Now the cicada is going to maneuver 6 inches and then stop because he's a genius and you just haven't realized the stupendousness of his maneuver. Blackjack BJ1 is a 4 medium lasers and a pair of AC2s. Just laying into that cicada because the pilot is truly, truly special because he just lost his PPC. Why would you do that? Oh, you have lost the grandest weapon that you could possibly bring to the table. Well, the grandest weapon that you, as a stock build, can bring to the table. Alright, long-range missiles going down to the Blackjack, getting a little bit of denting on him. He is going to be a bit of a tougher target just in terms of durability. Blackjacks are fairly nice on that. I mean, they're not amazing. It's not like they're an Orion or anything, but you get the idea. Pavement should be able to engage him, I think, or Pavement could go after the 1M. The 1M would basically remove most of our competition happening in the upper stages. Yeah, I'm not that worried about the Blackjack at the moment. Fire the missiles! But I'm tired. Well, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. You go take a dirt nap. Somebody's up on top of the mountain over here. Somebody's over down here. So we've got 3 medium mechs that we're dealing with. One's a 45-tonner, so I'm not super concerned at the moment. All right, let's bring on our Orion in the way. He's our big, heavy bruiser. And we'll once he gets into the fight, it's all over. The Steiner Scout mission? Yep, we managed to steal the Atlas. At the the way it happened, we weren't able to get a headshot on him. But one of the support lances managed to score a headshot on him. Didn't actually blow his head off. Then we scored a random headshot on him. Didn't kill him. And then we knocked him over. He had 2 structure points remaining in his center torso. So that was... Oh, I'm just ecstatic about that. Dude, you have no weapons. You should be hiding. I mean, you've revealed the Hatchet Man, which is interesting. If we can headshot the Hatchet Man, we might be able to steal that. That would be interesting. I have no desire for a Griffin 1N. First of all, you can disarm a Griffin 1N far too easily, but other than that, I have no desires for Griffin 1Ns. Reserve, let them all move, let them do what they will so that we can swoop in and win. Yeah, it's the Kodiak Pack's first, it's their first 100-ton assault mech. And the Griffin bouncing to the side. Gonna open fire long-range missiles down on the Cicada, who's still vulnerable to incoming fire. Hasn't moved out quite as aggressively as I kind of assumed he would. No, it's actually our 5th. Because we have a Stalker, a Zeus, a Highlander, and an Awesome. We got those all before. And now we have an Atlas. So we have 80 and 85-ton assaults, and then we got the Highlander for the 90-ton assault. So, not our first, but you know, it's an Atlas. It's our first Atlas. It's our first 100-tonner. Because apparently king crabs are made of gold and are not actually deployed onto the battlefield. So we have been discussing. The blackjack. Cancel that move. How would I be if I had an obstructed shot? I would be closer, wouldn't I? Worse. Much worse. In that case, here's what Pavement's going to do. Pavement is going to reduce the evasion the enemy is going to have. What do we got? Blackjack, Griffin, Hatchetman I want. So, shell the Blackjack. 90% accuracy. This will trim away all his evasion. This also should make him unsteady. Oh, very much so, sir. Sandhog, not in a position to do much. Kodiak.
Ready for orders.
Oh, wait, no. I was driving the wrong guy. Remember, come forward. Break him.
Copy that.
That's a good step onto breaking him, yes. And this will also knock him over. King Crab is pretty rare compared to the Atlas, right? In lore, that is. I don't know about lore. I mean, I suppose I could look it up. But I know in this game they seem to be nowhere. Oh, wait, yeah. Most of the King Crabs, didn't they go off with Karansky? And several clan battle mechs were, like, built off of it after that point? 70%, 60 worse. So we're going to come over here. And we'll just get some medium laser love down. Go right for that center torso? No, we'll tear off his weapons first. I mean, it does seem a little sadistic, but I didn't think I could kill the center torso easily. So disarming him completely figuratively seemed to be the right idea. Sandhog! Sandhog can actually kill that guy. Jump! I mean, I'm not going to, step on him. That would be, well, stupid. We were going to fly over here. Hi, I'm involved in the battle now. Blow his chest out. There we go. No blackjack for you. Hatchetman we want, Griffin we don't. And the Hatchetman we want purely for sort of collector's value at this point. Oh, Urban Mech R90 up on the roof! Oh, and he hit too. If I recall correctly, this almost extinct Comstar has the only production facility. Oof. Yeah, that would make it very difficult. Comstar does not like to share. Except that time they sent an entire regiment of battle mechs. That time they sent the entire regiment of battle mechs based on a clerical error to the Dakota's Combine. Yeah, that worked out. Alright, a little bit more machine gun fire going down. I'm wondering if there'll be reinforcements on this one. And the Hatchman is going to fly like an eagle into the future. And we shall respond. Actually, I'm going to, again, reserve. So that we can get all of our allies to open fire, do their bit, make sure they don't get in the way, and mess up any carefully laid plans. That's my goal, anyway. So if the Hatchman's just going to hide, that's alright. You've got, what, an AC... Which Hatchman are you? Oh, you're the 3F, yeah, you get an AC-10. Which is a pretty significant hole puncher if it manages to connect with anything. So we would like to avoid that. Yeah, by the end of the Third Succession War, a mere handful of King Crabs are still active in service with the Great Houses. Thanks for the info, Spoke. I appreciate it. So we now know that King Crabs will be super, super rare. So already they were more rare than gold. Now they are clearly more rare than diamonds. So getting our hands on one will not exactly be easy. I'm surprised it's even in the game, to be honest, a super rare mech. It's iconic. It's an iconic mech that isn't an unseen mech. So they wanted to show off. What do we got here? 80 health? 80 health? Really? Oh, I can burn through 80 health, no problem. Target the building, please. Thank you. Bring it down. Fall to your doom. Oh, he takes so little damage. So little damage, but he is now exposed. Pavement, if you would just like to provide a little bit of love and long-range firepower, that would be, of course, appreciated. And the fire. Oh, by the way, for anybody in the channel who hasn't heard of it, there is a Kickstarter for tabletop BattleTech going on right now. It's the Clan Invasion. And they are in the home stretch on this one. There's only a few more hours remaining. And last time I checked, they were at $2.3 million, which means they've got a lot of stuff. Burn 3 jumps into fires. Well, he didn't have any flamers, so I thought it was okay. I didn't pun that badly. But yeah, if you're interested in getting in on that, there is a final $2.5 million goal for bragging rights, which will put them in the top 50. And I think there's an unlocking of a couple of... what you unlock at the final $2.5 million stretch goal is special battle mechs. There's one for Natasha Kerensky. There's... Oh, I knew there were reinforcements. There's one for Aiden Pride, which I'm gonna get. Like, that's the one I'm selecting if we make the level. There's one for... God, what's his name? Death Carlisle or something like that? And one for Jamie Wolf. So it's all in their iconic mechs. And yeah,
Position
if you want to get involved, the cheapest pledge that will get you mechs is $20, I believe, which will give you the Battle Mech Starter Pack, like the one that's currently out now. It comes with a Wolverine and a Griffin, but also now comes with an Urban Mech. So if you want to drive around a little Urban Mech on tabletop, you can now do that, which is awesome. Or you will be able to do that when it comes through. And then the lowest level pledge is, of course, the $1 pledge. And that, one of the things it gives you is it gives you first rights to buy a little Irby plushie, which will be quite interesting when it comes out. But yeah, I've backed it. I'm in at a fairly decent level. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully they'll smash the final goal. Because it is the last hours of it. And I would love to see them get to that final goal so I can get Aiden Pride. Hello, give me your shoes. What you doing? Having a good time as we come in here and blow up mechs? Please kill this Griffin so I don't have to. I want to focus on... it's almost dead. It's almost not alive. Blood named for me? Ah. That's gotta be Aiden Pride. Like, the main clan book that I ever read was it Rise of the Jade Phoenix? The collection of the Aiden Pride books. And he's not as... I don't want to say evil, because Sprogue gets a little bit touchy when I start calling clanners evil. But he's one of the less bad of the clanners. Because he tries to think outside the box, and he's very much a man of the people. Mainly because he spent time working with freeborn warriors, pretending to be a free birth. And if you haven't gotten to that point in the book, I am sorry for the spoilers. You're going to have to deal with it. I was really hoping you'd tear his head off. Well, you got the head hit anyway. Depends on what clan. Aiden Pride is Jade Falcon. And then Natasha Kerensky is Clan Wolf. And then the other two are Inner Sphere pilots. They drive a... Well, Jamie's not really an Inner Sphere pilot. He is also... he's the head of Wolf's Dragoons, and that is all that I will say. Because I'm going to stop trying to spoil BattleTech lore for people. I want them to enjoy the lore. Blow his legs off, blow his legs off. Just the legs is all I want. Of course, Kodiak. Of course. They're pretty nice. Oh, you mean for the niceness? No, clanners evil. Individual clanners may not be so bad. Clans as a whole, evil. Nuke it from afar! Aha, we got it. We blew off his legs. It worked. That wasn't the plan, but it worked. Oh yeah, there's incoming mechs. So, new hostile ground units. We're mostly untouched because, you know, it took us a while to actually get to the fight. They ran ahead with cicadas. I couldn't stop them. And now they're flying over buildings with the Urban Mech. I hope this guy survives, unlike his little goldfish brother. R60L in close combat. Oh, what were they thinking? You know, when I stopped to think about it, the Urban Mech in BattleTech, this Harebrained Schemes BattleTech, is actually even better than the Urban Tech in Vanilla. Or in the Urban Tech in Classic BattleTech, so the tabletop. And the reason is because in this, you move, you shoot. In tabletop, everybody moves, everybody shoots. So you can't basically come around a corner and kill somebody immediately, and then go back behind the corner later on when there's nobody looking at you.
standing by.
So, we're going to hide behind a building
Aye, aye.
so that we can, you know, be all braced up and chilled and ready to go and murderize people. It'll work out great. Yeah, but because in this you can move and shoot at the same time, and so everybody's moving in stages, Urban Mechs are a lot more powerful.
I've been sent.
Oh no, that is not good. Please don't. Stop. Wait. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Hopefully they don't have LRMs. Oh, they're flying. I don't know why they were flying, but they sense a lot going on with the cicada. And our cicada moving forward. Aggressively and powerfully as you would expect. Yeah. Kind of hope they get to the 2.5 million because of that last stretch goal. That'll be fun. If you call nice people that will conquer a star system only for profit for no good reason, because I got better gear, you can call them nice. Ugh. At least they're not Smoke Jaguar. I'll give you that, Sprogue. Clan Cloud Cobra is not Smoke Jaguar. I would lose all respect for you if you were a super big fan of Smoke Jaguar. Oh, those guys are evil. They are just stereotypical evil that it's almost hilarious in parody. And no, I wouldn't actually lose respect for him, but seriously. Smoke Jaguar? Smoke Jaguar? Oh, why? Why would you be so evil? We'll get our mechs on forward, be able to gauge quite shortly. Hopefully we're not, well, we know for a fact we're not running into any assault mechs. Got a 55-tonner and a 50-tonner here, so not terrible. Oh, I forgot about you two. I don't know what you are. We'll find out soon. Herbie, you should be probably jumping every turn. 45 and 30. This is probably a hatchet over here. The 30-tonner is an urban mech. Oh, we got an urban. Most Glysters are. Oh. The clans do have some interesting lore. I will give them that much. So, not my cup of tea for the most part, but I did enjoy the Aiden Pride books, even though I hated Marth in it. I think I need to reread it, because several people have told me that Marth isn't that bad. Because when I originally read it, I was like, I want to throw Marth off a bridge. But apparently she's not as bad as I remember. But no, seriously, what Marth does in that book, it made me outraged reading it. It's like, really? Really? That's what you're gonna do? Oh, we got a disco back. Duck! Everybody duck! Yeah, we kind of anticipated that. Well, you walked up to the disco back. What do you want me to do? I'm not a magical shield that you can put up. You're gonna have to wait another 100 years for those. Oh, please don't. Well, actually, no. Kill the Hatchetman 3F. That's fine. We've already got the corpse of another Hatchetman 3F over there, so we can salvage both parts, and that'll be good. That'll give us a Hatchetman. It'll be our first Hatchetman. And a Kintaro. Really? You're bringing Draconis Tech to this. Oh, this cicada's gonna have a bad day. Really, both of these cicadas had a bad day. Oh, one must survive. Ooh. The Shadowhawk will have to be the one. Romeo,
Ready to get it on.
I need you to kill the disco back, and I need it to happen now. Because if it doesn't, well, this is gonna hurt a lot. And we'd rather avoid that.
Acknowledge.
Thank you! Coming through when it's needed.
Target eliminated.
So Romeo's got our back on this one. We're gonna waltz on forward. We're gonna hit the Kintaro as well. So a bit of long-range firepower. Hopefully we'll hit enough in order to send him surging past 3 pips of stability damage. Wasn't enough. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Walk up here and get him under fire. I was able to keep them all alive. Well, if you had an urban mech, then clearly you were using fast, lighter mechs. I've brought the heavy stable.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Sandhog, it's time for you to get involved. It's time to jump. Oh, she can jump so far. I love it.
Jumping.
Bounce. Hello. My name is Firestarter with 1 billion machine guns and small lasers. You kill my father. Prepare to die.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Lovely. Happy to see it. Now she's going to walk up and she's going to punch it. And that will hopefully, if not kill it, hurt it quite badly. Shoot, Irby, shoot! Oh, beautiful. That should be enough to knock him over. That'll be even better. How's the Senatorsa doing? Nah, not great. Firestarter is such a good book. It really is. It's phenomenal. Fire 2C, the Firestarter 2C, even better. Why? They put a Gauss rifle on it. Oh, Gauss. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Holy crap. We got a problem. We're about to have to guard an urban mech if things don't change very soon.
Moving out.
Which, I don't know if I need to tell everybody this, but urban mechs are not exactly very easy to guard. Because they die really, really
That is
easily.
something good.
Okay. We've got this Hatchman with 60 damage. Oh, wait, the cicada's still alive? I thought 2 cicadas died here. You're actually alive? Huh. Okay, good. You're shooting my Orion. That's exactly where I want you. Why? Because you're standing next to the guy who takes headshots at people. For fun. Splinter 0OS. This reminds me, I was surprised that Harebrained Schemes didn't put aircraft in the game. It'd be fun to play hide and seek with attack healers in dense urban jungle. I'm surprised they didn't put airstrikes in, if I'm honest. Like, I would have kind of expected... Wait, why do they get to move first? He just moved. Oh, cheating jerks. I wanted the free shot. VTOLs I can kind of understand. I mean, that would require more UI elements. Not necessarily hard, but it would have required a little bit more effort. So. And they really were trying to get things down, so it was nice and simple. And that way you didn't have to worry about, well, is he in range? Because he's within short range, but he's also 5 tiles up, which is out of short range. And you can start seeing the complexity there. So, I mean, I agree. I think it'd be really cool to have aircraft in the game. I think I can understand, though, why they wouldn't do it. Although I was kind of expecting airstrikes. Like, you would be able to call them in at certain points. Good job. Wow. He took all of that.
That's a kill.
So that's 2 headshots in a row for Romeo. And now we're going to go kill Kintaro. Hi, buddy. Bye-bye, buddy. Maybe not, but I'm going to guess. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that appears to be the Steiner Lance completely wiped out. And there are 3 remaining mechs. Lovely. Apparently, more is coming, though. Oh, okay, so... Oh, yeah, the Irby. Hi, Irby! Stray shot into the building. Or at least should have just collapsed the building. That might have worked out better. Really tempted to jump next to him. Alright, Urban Mech versus Hero Urban Mech. If it hits, it'll knock him down. Oh, wait, no, he hit? Oh, Irby's gonna fall over. Still sad no Reavers in the Mech HQ game. Dude, no. That'd be too much. In Lord Reavers are bad ground attackers? Really? Because in tabletop, they are amazing ground attackers. Like, they are the kind of ground attackers you want. Because it's an AC-20 and a whole ton of SRM-6s. It's great. It's phenomenal. Blow his arms off, please. Or, you know, you can go for the center torso. That's okay, too. Something about them not having hard points? I can load bombs on a Reaver, so I don't know what that would be about. Will be... But alt relay? I'm going to assume that's VTOL. Will be a good addition damage, putting things in equilibrium. Yeah, VTOLs are going to be interesting. Because they're going to be fast, they're going to be very evasive, they're going to have not a lot of armor, but they're, like, the way LA has described them is she says that they're going to be glass cannons, which, you know, it's what they are. Although, they're also really good long-range plinkers. The Warrior attack helicopter has, I believe it's an SRM 4 or 6 and an AC-2. Which, you know, that's interesting. Nobody... No damage. Little damage, no damage. 2 of my mechs took absolutely no damage and none of my pilots got hurt. Oh, that's beautiful. And I get to get a Hatcheman. Hatcheman, thank you. 1 and 2. Unless somebody says that there's another mech out here that I want more. I mean, of course, the urban mech, but I don't think we did well enough to justify taking an urban mech of all things. I mean, had we just aced everything, then we would be worthy. Well, I guess that's why I don't make video games, otherwise I'd put in everything and end up with Star Citizen. Well, to a certain extent, I'd say that BattleTech is trying to put in everything. It's just you need a lot of time, you need a lot of passion, and it's really complicated. Like, I love complication. I crave really nitty-gritty games, which means I love BattleTech so much. That's not easy for everyone to just get into. And so, if you're trying to present BattleTech to a wider audience, you kind of do got to dumb it down a bit. And I hate to say it, but unless you're committed to the world already, or unless you're already in love with insane mechanics like that, you're probably going to take one look at it and go, oh, well, I need to do what to the what and the wit, and this does huh? And how many things? Well, we got 3 mechs out of that. How many things do I have to understand about this? And it's understandable. It's like, yeah, I kind of get what you're coming from. I mean, I'm not super happy about it, but... Oh, maybe I should put the Raven in storage. No, we'll put the Centurion in storage. Go to storage. You go to storage, and you go to storage. So really, Hairbrained Schemes kind of had to introduce the game in a very easy-to-get-into way. And Urban War, or Battle, the vanilla does that great. It really does. So... I think they did a good job of trying to introduce the concept to new people, while at the same time giving good enough content. Let's see, Jailbird, what are we doing? Commander, no choice. Will you deploy alongside a backstabber, or will you take the field with me? Either way, I intend to do my duty. I'm a proud manner. It was me, Jailbird, and you and your pals about to sit this one out. I'm going with Shelper's Lance, Cheval Compute. We'll handle the Lyrans on our own. We'll do it that way. If you two can't handle each other, we'll take care of it. Maybe we'll get a bonus for it. Yeah, you might want to start working on getting light mechs for flashpoints. Yeah, for this campaign. I ground for like, I have like 5 light mechs now in Casper Kaija. Bottom choice, best choice. Is it? Am I about to get myself killed? Do I have unrestricted tonnage now so I can bring all of my mechs? Do I have time to build my mechs? I do have time to build my mechs. Lovely. It is a tonnage restriction though. That is unfortunate. First things first, mech warriors. We have pilots who have experience and I'd like to ace them up a little bit. Kodiak, congratulations, you're called shot master. Now I can headshot people all day, air day. Pavement already was a called shot master. Can go for the plus health. Don't think we'll need it. We'll get this to get you up to all 9s. And now we'll just need to finish you off at 10s. That'll be lovely. Romeo. Romeo is in a similar situation. He doesn't need the indirect fire, although I could have given that to pavement. Doesn't need the health. Go that, or go that. So this will give you what? Unsteady threshold, we'll take that. Makes him a little more durable in a long-running fight. I didn't realize that pavement was faster than Romeo in leveling up. You need... Well, honestly, what you need is your guts skill, but I suppose I'm stuck with what I've got. I don't mean that in a particularly mean way, but I'm gonna be honest, Sandhog. You're not exactly what I'd picture as my normal pilots. Mainly because you don't have Bulwark, and Bulwark is insanely useful. Shotgun leveled up. I don't know how she did, but she did. Oh, there's the max evasion. Take it. Get a little bit better. Light mechs will be one of the best choices later on. Okay, so everybody's all leveled up. Mech base. I have an Atlas. I have an Atlas. And, you know, a hatchetman. Which has a hatchet that I can't take off. So, yeah, we've got a Highlander. We've got the bad Highlander. It's the energy and missile hardpoints only. Oh, that looks kind of ridiculous. And then we've got a Stalker, which we have designed as Super Missile Stalker with only LRM 15s. I would have put in larger LRMs. I didn't have any. We have the Awesome, which is the Awesome. The Zeus, which is the Zeus. And now, the Atlas. But we won't be able to deploy any of those, so let's go to the contract. And let's rock and roll. Because nobody took any headshots, so we're all good. Give me the stuff. Apparently the Lyrans are not going to like me for this one. You're still going to limit me on tonnage? Really? Why are we limiting me on tonnage? Is there something I'm missing on this one? I get the feeling that there's like a serious structural problem on this city. That unfortunately, you can't walk heavy mechs on it, otherwise you'll destroy the street. I think high explosives and, you know, AC-20 shells that we're slowing around might be do a little bit more damage. And, you know, the building's collapsing. But no. Sending out my biggest, most powerful mechs in order to cut the battle as short as possible to limit damage, not allowed to do that. I'm gonna call it a night here. Good night, Spro. Glad you could join us for a little bit. And, yeah, hope you had fun with Arma. So, we're once again working for the Capellans, and the Capellans are going to be doing stuff. You'll need to hit and secure hard, while at the same time protecting Militia HQ from expected standard counterattack. Good hunting. What is this? This is attack and defend. Huh. I don't think I've ever played attack and defend before. So, that ought to be interesting. I'm actually not familiar with this battle type. I should have looked that up. Just kind of blitzed through it. Oh, well, we'll hopefully figure it out once we're actually on the field, and hopefully we'll be able to win. Because we've gone through quite a bit of, well, not pain, because we haven't actually lost anything in order to get here. Also, I don't know how that would work out in terms of, like, whose lance would I get, and would it be the remains of their lances, or would it be the entire lance rebuilt? Because both of them had taken slight losses. So, I wouldn't want to be left with only an R90 Urban Mech. That might be a little bit of a problem. Although there was time in between the missions, so they may have been reinforced and reset back up. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to just storm everything and wipe everything out. So, you need to hit the structure hard while maintaining, same time protecting Militia HQ. So, it's kind of a combination base defense, base assault? That feels like a multiplayer game type, which is interesting to say the least. Well, with any luck, it won't be too much to push beyond our mech warriors. Although it would be really helpful if the Leopard stuck around to fire support for us. I mean, yeah, you don't really want to risk your dropship too much trying to do that, but it is fast, and it does have a whole bunch of large lasers, LRMs, and AC-5s on it, so they're kind of useful in that sort of thing. Alright, drop us down. Let us go. Ooh, bright and dark. So apparently dropping in is very bright and then dark. Okay, our professionals can trust them. Put step ahead of the shovel. Hold that thought, Commander. We may not be willing to field together, but that doesn't mean we can help. Bring the northern turrets online, and I've got the ones in the south. Really? That's what they're gonna do? Okay. Alright, so destroy the Ziegel house, which is over there. Defend the Capellan base, which is over here. Evac, after completing the objectives, destroy Lyran attackers, all friendly structures, destroy reinforcement. There's 3 waves of reinforcements. Right. So we need to destroy 4 structures and that's it? Huh. Here's what I can do. Well, maybe not. What I could do is try and go for LRM support. If we leave this base too badly defended, it'll get mobbed. Oh, enemy contact. Already, you don't say. 50-ton mech. I was kind of hoping to just sort of sneak in and not have them actually understand what's going on. Alright, so there's that plan gone away.
Affirmative.
It's not the biggest of deals. Oh, I need to keep somebody behind. I need the Jaeger mech up front, though. Well, I've got 9 rounds to get this done. So defend and destroy? Yeah. So if I could just blitz through and nuke something, I mean, it is one hell of a long trip. So, well, this will be interesting. At least they have the turrets on. First defend, then destroy.
Ready for
We
orders.
will take that under advisement. But first thing we want to see what they're going to do.
For the right move.
It is a very large and interesting map. If only we had more large maps like this. Oh, they're primary targets, apparently. Continue to reserve. Let them figure out what they want to do. They can come towards me, and then I can jump on top of them. Okay, we got a Griffin. It's a Griffin 1S with a large laser. And he was moving quite quickly. Another 50-tonner is a Hunchback 4P. Okay, we got a party back. We got a party back. Which is a little less fun than a Nickelback. Probably shouldn't do that. Although, would a Nickelback be an AC-5 on the Hunchback's shoulder?
Receiving you.
Incredibly disappointing in all regards? It's not going to be accurate, but it sure will be scattered. I need to first use our Firestorm. We're going to fly right on next to him. We're not going to land on him. That would be dumb on several ways. Okay, but this will give me a straightforward forward arc shot. It'll reduce his evasion. He'll start getting a little bit of damage down before I come in on his side and just start blitzing him. And we got a head hit. Good job. She's seen what Romeo's been doing all this time to blow people's heads off, and then she wants some. They're going to be 3 lances. I play a strong defense. Later I go for destruction. Okay, so now as the Thunderbolt can come forward. And it will fire its party back. We've revealed the 3rd target is a javelin. That's a fire javelin too. So it's probably the more effective of the ones. Hurt the Hunchback. Make him bleed. Okay, that's part of it. I just want to tear off his shoulder though. Okay, so now that he's lost his capability to avoid... Yeah, it's still going to be not particularly accurate. Well, throw it.
Roger.
Oh, there goes that football, and tear it off. It's not dead.
I think I hit something good.
He is unsteady, and we are going to knock him over, but he's not dead, which is a bit of a concern.
Copy that.
Alright, let's go see if we can hopefully break him. I mean, you are on his one side, so that should direct the missiles to wipe out his party back, and also knock him over, so we can hopefully, break him, do something to him. He's got 97 health left, so that might be within the realm of possibility for the Firestarter. Oh no, he's just knocked out. Okay, we can work with that. Party back has been eliminated. Griffin is starting to take some long-range missile fire from the turrets, starting to reduce his evasion and scatter all over the place. Okay, back up to the top. Javelin, it's on your move. Get back over here. Where do you think you're going? Get over here. Get over here. Sandhog,
For orders.
I'd like you to come flying. With much speed and rapidity. No, no, you're not. You're gonna, in fact, fly in this direction. Oh, and drop into some water. That'll be great. Bounce and brace. Chill you out a little bit. Get everything under control. So that you can basically hop out on top of the javelin next time. That way we can have a lot of fun with him. He does have technically more direct firepower. His medium lasers are a little bit better. Oh, we've identified another medium. Oh, stop coming. I don't want you to arrive. Griffin gonna open fire on my T-bolts. T-bolt taking a little bit of damage, but he's not in cover, which makes it a little bit more difficult to actually pull off.
Warning. Armor low.
Wait, what? How? Apparently 63 armor is armor low. And we got another party back. Jeez. Stop breaking the party. Let me bring the party to you. Okay, pavement. Pavement is going to maneuver off to the side. I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that free hit on the party back itself. Come off over here. Lay down the long-range fire. Just let it fly. Lots of missiles hitting. It's a lovely combination. Haha, you did make him unevasive. That's what I was hoping for, because now I can hopefully get the Orion in range and blow his head clean off. No guarantees, though. But I do have a desire for it. Kodiak first. Kodiak, is there cover around you? Yes, but actually no. I mean, there's cover out here. I just can't really make use of it. They're taking a position to repel. We can't finish this hostile standing out. Take him out. Yeah, I've already started to engage them, but thank you for the warning about people who are already in my face. Oh, wow. Tore off half of his mech already. We might have been able to kill him just by blowing up the side.
Waiting for orders.
Romeo, get on forward. You have a big ol' AC-20, and you have a target to planet. How much are we talking about here? Ooh. Ooh, that's possible, right? I need to see that without having it obstructed by those gosh darn objective markers. You have 140 health. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. We're going to go for that, John. So go for the precision strike. See if you can't blow his head clean off. 18%. It did not work out. But his other shoulder is now exposed. And that got a head hit with the missiles. So, of course, if we can't hit you with the AC... Oh, and it's a knockdown. So that's 2 injuries. He might only have 1 more. No, that's all 3. Again! Shoulder, then head, then fall over. Both party backs have died, not to accurate fire to kill them, but because the pilots just couldn't handle it. We haven't taken a little bit more fire. Oh, that worked out quite lovely. So we're currently destroying the Lyran attackers. And we have the Javelin attempting to sneak in behind me, but I think he's within jumping range of Sandhog. Sandhog, could you demonstrate whether or not that is true or not? Oh, you can. Sort of. I mean, you'll be up on a building. Really? Can you get in range? How do you need the... Oh, because it's on the ground. Like, how do you not see that? It's right there! No, oh, that's not going to work out really at all. I mean, how much health is this? 60. Yeah, I don't want to stand on a building with 60 health from a guy who can deal 100 damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to jump off over here, sort of intercept him en route. Because I'm not getting him otherwise. Race! Hopefully I'm not on top of a building. No, we're back on top of our jump location. Okay, we've got you, who's another Javelin. Couple of missiles, managing to nail... Quite a few missiles, actually, managing to nail the Thunderbolt. But the Thunderbolt is ready with his pinchy hands. He's going to eliminate everybody, and you can't stop him. 30-ton mech. Multiple 30 tons. Do Lyrans and BattleTech have expanding sphere generators too? No, but they probably wish that they did. Because it would be a weapon that would allow them to get up close and personal with their enemies. You get back here. I did not say that you could leave. Gotta turn around now and actually try and fight them. Otherwise they're gonna blow stuff up. And we can't have that. Was that a... No, that's another medium. A lot of mechs coming our way. Oh, we've got a PPC. Ooh, okay. So that's the T-bolt. Wait, no, maybe not. Vindicator. But we're low. What?
Yes, Commander.
Pavement! Turn around! Go kill everybody! Mainly these guys. Mainly this guy. Honestly, I'm not so worried about the Javelin, but I am kind of worried about the Griffin. Fire! Make him suffer. Mainly just make him unsteady. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's all we ask. Okay, more stuff coming our way. Thunderbolt about to take even more shots. I think I gotta get the Thunderbolt into cover. Because he's starting to get a little bit busted up. And we don't want him to die. Romeo.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, I want you to kill this guy. I don't know if you can. This is one of those, it'd be really awesome if you pulled it off things, but... Okay, so we tore off his leg. We didn't manage to blow off his side torso, which is extra sad because that means he's not going to take 2 injuries on this one turn. Will only be limited to the next turn. So, lost his evasion, pilot injured, knocked down. Kodiak! Kodiak get in the cover? For goodness sake, Kodiak. Yeah, this might allow us to kill him. We're going to pull back. Make it a little bit safer on us. Could go for the leg. I mean, Kodiak does have the precision called shot now. Sure, we'll try it. Where's your LRM-5? You have LRM ammo in there, but the LRM-5 is in your other torso. Yeah, we'll go see if we can't blow off the leg. All we need is a little bit of luck and some tenderness. Oh, that's a head hit and a side torso destroyed. But unfortunately, they stack, and so you don't get to... Or they don't stack, so you don't get 2 injuries in one round. More missiles coming down. Oh, maybe we should aim for center torso. I forgot about these guys. 20 health. He's got 20 health. Large lasers, lots of weapons. Nobody actually managed to hit him, though. Kind of to be expected. He was very evasive, had 5 pips of evasion. But if anybody's got a missile, I'd like them to dump it into the Griffin. Got a lot of light mix to deal with now. We got a Javelin up here. We got our Javelin down here who's going to jump and try and attack my Firestarter. Buddy, I am coming for you so hard you don't even know. Sandhog.
Receiving you.
Let's give him the business. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. That's the button I want. And then this is the other button I was actually looking for. So give me... Hop on the building. Yes. Support weapons, for some reason, ignore evasion. I don't know if that's an error or if that was intentional, but it is ridiculous. Okay, that was not nearly as effective as I was kind of hoping for, planning for, desiring and craving. Should have knocked down the building. Javelin 10 in. Lots of missiles coming in for the T-Bolt. He's spreading out the damage on his arms, but we still got to get some cover going on here. And then, of course, we have one more light mech on the move. 30-tonner. It's a spider. Oh, he actually managed to hit us with a straight shot. He's been quite good on those, actually. It's proving to be a little bit of a problem. And then they get to move in the medium phase. Oh, yeah, we've got those PPCs, which are going to come in on Thunder. That's gonna... Oh, good, it missed. It missed. All is safe now, right? Right, we're not going to get attacked. It's going to be... Yes, good. Kodiak. Kodiak is going to do the following. Yes, he is in small laser range. Lovely. So he is going to multi-target this guy and this guy. And at the same time, I'm going to give an SRM over to B. Just to make sure that we kill him. He's got 20 health left. I'd prefer him not to survive. So he's got a pilot injury from a natural headshot. There we go. Wanted to make sure. It was a little bit overkill. He only had 20 health left, but that works. Alright, so we've managed to wipe out 75% of current Lyran attackers. And more missiles coming in for the Orion, but the Orion will be okay because it's an Orion. I mean, if they hit the head, the Orion would be significantly less okay, but for now, we're doing absolutely fine.
Standing by.
Romeo, just kill him. Just blow his head clean off. Or maybe not. Maybe just go for... How much head? That'll be 100... Surely, slightly less than 120. You missed. You missed.
What's up, boss?
But Romeo, that was easy, right? That was an easy shot. Okay. Don't worry, we have backups. All right, so that is 100% of Lyran attackers have been defeated, and we have more people incoming. Jeez, we have a lot of people incoming. And the Javelin has seen us. He's going to shoot my Thunderbolt more, which is unfortunate because the Thunderbolt is starting to get quite low on armor. Also, the Orion got hit from a whole bunch of stray shots on that, which is unfortunate in a significant way. We're going to jump off this building because it's quite dangerous to be here. And we'd rather... Actually, no, we're going to reserve. Because I want to jump forward and use my Firestarter very aggressively, if at all possible. Speed Ray coming forward as well. Good open fire on the Thunderbolt as well. Oh, penetrating hit on the arm. This is a medium laser arm, so not super concerned about it at the moment. I just don't like the fact that my armor has been penetrated. Oh, you're still going to reserve. They can see me for LRMs, which sucks, but hopefully they can't see me directly unless they get closer. Nope. Wait. Yeah, here comes the BBC. But it missed. Lovely for us. Looks like almost every single one of those missiles managed to somehow miss his arm. That is a lovely, lovely thing. Alrighty. Sandhog, now that everybody has gone, you may leap on forward. You won't actually be in range to do anything to anybody. So what you'll do is you'll leap into the water,
Jumping.
and you'll brace. Because that'll chill you out a little bit. That'll leave you and allow you to be a little bit more aggressive in the short term. We've got heavy mechs coming. These heavy mechs were not here a moment ago. Duck. Don't take too much damage on that arm. We need cover.
Warning.
Unfortunately, the only cover up there is, well, up there.
Ready to get it on.
Rub me up. Who can you kill? 70 is good. 60 is not as good. So we'll leave you to pavement. Precision strike. Targets you. Clear out his center torso? Oh, yeah.
Acknowledge.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we aimed at, but that'll work out. Javelin is down. Now just the spider. That'll kill off their spotter, so I won't have to worry about them moving forward. And so I'll select myself right on here. 80% accuracy, which is exactly what the plan had been all along. Missiles for you. Now there is a problem with this particular mech. This Jaeger mech is too low on ammo. We did notice that sort of moving along, that it is a little bit ammunition light. It probably needs an additional ton of ammo. I'm not sure where that tonnage is going to come from. There we go. I mean, we basically made a mini longbow. Maybe I should take out the LRM-5s, replace them with medium lasers or something. That might be the effective, safe way to go. Reserve, you're coming to me. 50% of the Lyrian defenders have been destroyed. Lovely. That's exactly what we're trying to say. And 65 tons. Thunderbolt? It didn't feel like it was a... And reserve as well. Let's let everybody go. Oh, ally turns. Crap, we wasted a turret. Kodiak, stride forward. Prepare to kill. It was a thunderbolt. I knew it. Oh crap, this was the wrong one. I meant to grab Robbie up. Do not precision strike. Just regular strike. And turn off the medium laser that doesn't work so good. Right? Yeah. Fire! This was a mistake. Not a huge mistake, but it's still a mistake. Destroy reinforcement wave 1 in round 3. Ugh. Yeah, we made no progress moving forward on this. Which is quite sad. I wanted to kill them all. We are going to have to retreat back to the base just to make sure the reinforcements can't do anything. Take his head! That was not his head! I mean, you scattered all over the place, sure, but that was not what we were aiming for. Pavement, start making your way towards the cover. I don't know where these reinforcements are going to come from. Hopefully the enemy base, so I don't have to worry about that. Give him the business. Okay, he's unsteady, but he's not going to fall over. At least not anytime soon. Sandhog, you're going to jump. You're going to jump closely and aggressively. You're just outside of range. There's really nothing I can do about it. Leap. We have revealed a griffin. Of course it is. You may as well shoot. I mean, it doesn't hurt you to shoot at the moment. We'll get him behind him. We'll use our machine guns. It'll be great. Jump! Wait, are you punching range? Oh, you're in punching range, really? I love it. It's not going to be super great evasion, but it does the most amount of damage I can manage. Okay, structure explode. Oh, is there ammo there? There is not. That was not the side that would have given you great damage and ammunition. Okay, head hit, pilot injure. So he's going to be moving in the assault phase, which means we get to exploit him. Griffin bouncing forward, looking very impressive, if I do give him some credit on that one. And the Orion taking some hits, taking some serious hits on that one, but still tanking his way through. Not too bad so far. That comes down to us. Alright, so... Romeo, can you do it this time? Can you make him explode? That's my only real goal, if I'm honest. At the very least, we'll knock him over. So go for the precision strike. Take his head. That's all I care about. I mean, I suppose if I'd gone for the side torso, I could have blown that up, and that would be 2 injuries. Although we did get the head hit, so wouldn't have gotten any more. So he's about to take 3 injuries in total. I think that'll kill him. And he's not dead. But what I can then do is have Kodiak move somewhat forward. And he will be able to engage that side torso. Because it is exposed. 78%. This will be another injury. He only needs to hit him once. But, no, don't shoot the coolant exchanger. I'm like, what are you doing there? And fire. There's another injury. Is that a pilot dead? Oh, jeez.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay. Let's not do that again. At least not without a plan. Did you take any damage? You didn't. Okay, so you were outside the range. You were just outside the range. If I had stood in the other location, that would have been in range. Ooh. Really makes you think about the things that matter in life. Give them more love. We have love for everyone. I have, what, 4 more rounds of love? 5 more rounds of love. Okay, allied phase. He's in range. Shoot him. Use all of your missiles. Make him suffer. And unsteady. That's the other big one. Oh, you didn't make him unsteady? Okay, we got reinforcements coming from over there, so we can okay, so good. It's very good.
Commander.
This means we can fight inside cover. I just kind of want to get up next to you. And hurt you badly. In many ways. Not in range to punch, but I don't want to waste the time. Make him unsteady, make him unsteady. Hit him with all the machine guns. He got a head hit, so there's that working for us.
Critical hit, Commander.
She seems to be quite adept at stealing off headshots, which is lovely. Oh, he's gonna punch! Duck! Ow! That's my arm. That's my machine gun medium laser arm. That's the important arm. We can't afford to, well, we could totally afford to lose that arm, actually.
Commander.
Like, it would be hilarious. Kodiak! Not Kodiak. Romeo.
Got something you want done?
3 rounds left. Ooh! Run out of ammunition. We've got a lot more enemy to deal with.
I got it.
Is that gonna kill him? So, we have a problem.
Critical hit.
I did not plan on this, but we have a significant problem. We're gonna run out of ammo. Coolant pool. Coolant pools increase heat venting for units within units passing through coolant pools gain coolant flash minus 15 heat for 2 turns. Really? Okay then. Yeah, we're having a bit of a problem. Because we've got 3 waves to get through. And we have no ammo left. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out. But it's going to be interesting.
Acknowledged.
Alright, let's set up. We'll brace. Shed a little bit of heat. Make sure we can start getting up big old salvos again as incoming hostile drop pods. We're going to be down to harsh language and fists in a fairly short order. Oh god, they're not pushovers either. 20 tons, 55 tons, 30 tons. Okay, maybe they're no, yeah, 255s and 2 lights. That's not great. I need the enemy to be not capable of actually stopping me. That dog has a fairly significant amount of firepower at her disposal, should she desire to use it. Cool splash. Yay! It's beneficial. It's positive. And also by bracing at the end of that move, we were able to get rid of things. 3 new fresh mechs. Yep. Well, it's actually 4 at the moment. So 30 tonner maneuvering around to the outside. 55 tonner. That means I gotta make every shot count. You know, technically, I should be able to load up. Like, there are reloads in this universe. I'd like to be able to move my Orion back to the base to get a couple more shells. This is going to be a problem. Okay, maneuver into visual range.
Move order.
Hi, Javely. Javely is a lovely, jubbly, Javely. Kintaro. Yeah, give the Kintaro the love. Yeah, the Javelin's relatively easy to kill, but the Javelin will also be relatively easy to kill from punching. So if I can get the people in position to do stuff soon, we can get a lot of work done. But I am running out of ammo. And it is a major concern. Which means the Thunderbolt is the most sustained DPS mech that I have. And he's half dead. Duncan Fisher better hope you never look for a career commentating Solaris match. So, thank you, Splinter. I appreciate that. Oh, but he's got a special voice, doesn't he? I was watching somebody play MechWarrior 4 the other night, and listening to Duncan Fisher just sort of dynamically casting through it. It's really cool. Like, that is awesome. All right, Sandhog, are you almost into the fight? Not really, but you're working on it. Jump. I mean, you're in medium range now. Well, medium laser range, but nothing else, so we're just going to bounce you there. And brace. Go to evac after completing primary objectives. Oh, I gotta survive 3 whole waves of this. This is gotta be pain. I'm so out of ammo. Jaeger is at least very well armored. So we've got that going for us. Not the best puncher, if I recall correctly, but it should be alright. Fingers crossed. I can basically shoot, I believe, an AC-5 from, or maybe an AC-10 from each one of these mechs when I use their melee attacks. Ow. Ow. Lots of ow. At least I'm in cover.
I'm under heavy fire.
Well, that's because you're in front of them.
Armor low.
If you wanted to not be under heavy fire, I could, you know, maybe rotate you to a different mech someday.
Got something you want done?
Romeo will be in range. Okay, so Pavement has to go first. The reason why Pavement's going first is because Pavement needs to get the heck out of there. But also because Pavement will make basically anybody she shoots totally unsteady. So I'm going to fight the Kintaro.
Copy that.
He's not moving very fast. But if I keep the pressure on the Kintaro... Okay, 6 damage. So she's got an AC-10. I might be able to knock it over. Romeo,
Ready for orders.
you've got 2 shells left. Oh, you don't even have a single... Like, you don't have a weapon as backup. I am 2 salvos left in all of my guns. Kintaro. Precision strike. Go for the head. You have to.
All weapons are go.
You got it. Okay. So theoretically, he's got one more mech that he could just wipe out if we're lucky. Because after that, he's down to 95 damage punches, which are great punches, don't get me wrong. It's not the fastest mech in the universe. Okay, we will get into cover and start hurting other people. Hi, buddy. I have come here to harm you in many ways. I can hurt you in other ways too. Fire! Lots of fire. Okay, good. Most of you is stripped. And a headshot, because, you know, why not? Well, I didn't ask for it, but it worked. So, enemy gets to move. They're going... Oh, no, our allied turrets get to move. They're going to start blasting everything. Good job. You basically hit nothing. And they move the Locust first, which means I will be able to jump in front of him and blast him with all the weapons I've got. Sandhog.
Standing by.
Jump! I could actually land on him if I, you know, wanted to basically cripple this mech for the rest of the match. Because, you know, why not? Now your center torso's up. Oh, no, don't do that. I said don't do a death from above. Yeah, I don't feel like crippling this mech. I need it. I need it intact. It has a lot of machine guns, which have a ton of ammo. Hi, buddy.
Locking in.
Bye-bye. Hopefully, maybe. Not as efficient as I was hoping. He needs 50 damage in the center torso. The Thunderbolt can probably provide that. Although now he gets to move, of course. So whether or not he sticks around... No. No, he's like, I'm out. I am so out. He's going to fire down on us, but that's okay. So what I should have done, realizing what I know now, energy mechs. Oh boy, energy mechs. Alrighty. Pavement has a target, and that target is right there. In the back, so his defense will mean nothing to Pavement's massive missile salvo. So please take it with love, because it's one of 3 remaining. Yeah. Okay, his rear is exposed in terms of his health. He's got 65 health in several torsos at the moment. Kodiak. Oh, Kodiak can get a shot on him if we maneuver for it. It is a back shot. I think I have to take it. Most weapons, not enough weapons. Micro 4 Mercenary files are open on net. If you feel nostalgic, it was a good game. I have been thinking about it, but I'm not sure I have, like, the slot for it. But I have been considering it. Doesn't look too terrible either. Like, it's not bad. It ain't great, but it ain't bad. Can't make that shot. I cannot make that shot.
Roger that.
I have to nursemaid my ammo a little bit. I've always said that 2 tons of AC-5 ammo is more than enough, or AC-10 ammo is more than enough. It is not. If an ultra-long mission like this goes on, it's just simply not good enough. Okay, I'm not sure what your plan was there. Maybe I should have knocked down the building to help you out so you wouldn't have to be shooting into 5 pips of evasion. Maybe one will get lucky and they'll hit a center torso or something. More missiles incoming. This will render him unsteady? No, not quite. He will just stay on. Another starter, Lance. How long? 1 round. I've got to kill 3 mechs in 1 round. I'm out of ammo, guys. I don't have anything left. Don't shoot my buildings. Don't you dare shoot my buildings. Okay, Sandhog.
Receiving you.
What you're going to do is you're going to jump. And you're going to kill this guy. Because he made us... Ooh, no, no, no. You have to jump and kill this guy. You're there.
Jump jet.
You can do it. I believe in you. 55 health and center torso. Precision strike. A rare non-Romeo precision strike. Go for it.
Copy that.
Got him. Oh, you got it. Good girl. Okay, so we've taken care of the heavy, well, the mediums. So now we just got to take care of him up here and him down here. So javelin and a locust. Not exactly the most powerful of things out there. Standard LRM turret, taking some damage I don't want to take, but hopefully it'll die now. Because I don't want to waste my specifically rare firepower on these guys anymore. I've only got a couple of salvos left. I'd like to save them. Fire into the back of the locust. Precision strike into the back of the locust. There's the big brain play right there. Fire! You've got enough SRMs for a little while longer. You got him killed. And then pavement, I believe, has sensor lock, which you'll lay down on the
Standing by.
on the javelin, and we will rely on the turrets. I mean, that's the way it's got to be. Sensor lock, lay it down. He's only got 48 health in his center torso.
Yes, come
Romeo does not have sensor lock, but Romeo will maneuver to go up there to fight. Oh, the enemy's gonna have the coolant pool on their side. That's unfortunate.
No
Okay, I'm relying on turrets. You really shouldn't rely on turrets, but I got to. Okay, that's a miss. I stripped away 2 pips of his evasion, and you still missed. Just needs 50 damage in his center torso. That'll do most of it. Oh, that took out his side torso. Oh, and the pilot's dead. Good job, turrets. So we were able to rely on the turrets to do the job for us, and that worked out. Oh, Yang, can you give me some ammo here? That's all I need. I can kill all these guys, no trouble at all. If you just give me some bloody ammo. That's what I need. Okay, we got 3 more rounds until wave 3 comes, so I've got to get on top of these guys quick. Sandhog!
For orders.
It's time to turn that sucker around and get on the hop. Boing. Maybe I should rename the Firestar the Bunny Hopper. Okay, we got 2 medium mechs. It's a Griffin and it's a party back. At least I think it's a party back. It might be an actual proper hunchback. Not to say that the party back ain't a great hunchback, don't get me wrong, but it's not, a 4G with an AC-20 in the shoulder that just is made of crushed hopes and dreams. Okay. And Romeo. Romeo must sprint. Yeah, full steam it, Romeo. You gotta get in close.
double time.
There's 4 mechs. It's 55. That's a problem. I sprinted too far. 30, 55, 25, 50. Oh, they keep sending full proper lances at me. It's a problem. It's a major problem. Because I don't have the capability to handle that. Walk forward. This is mostly for chill out purposes. Give me the sensor lock. Tell me what your 25 tonner is. The 55 tonner is the Griffin. The 50 tonner is... Oh, it's a Commando 1B. Okay, that's not bad. The 50 tonner is Hunchback. So we got a Commando and a Locust, I'm going to guess. Could be a Javelin. The Javelin's really popular. At least in this... Oh, there goes the... Okay. That's an interesting maneuver you did there, sir.
Commander.
Not complaining. I just find it fascinating. You're going to jump right up here. And you're going to brace yourself. Chilling out. Oh, actually, you heat up every time you jump. Oh, need to keep that in mind. Okay, so it is a Javelin. It's a 10F, so he's got 4 medium lasers right there on the chest. And he is not facing the right direction, I don't believe. Oh, good. Good. You came into... Oh, no, that's the Javelin. The Javelin might be in close range. That's the... It is a 4... Okay, so it's a proper Hunchback here. Alright, Pavement. What Pavement's gonna do is back off and sensor lock.
I copy.
Oh, is there a space for... I generally build mechs with 15 turns of ammo for this reason. Not only is there is a space for the amount of ammo, but I feel here would do better with laser outlets. Yeah, I generally don't build for that long term, and it shows. It is a significant problem. Oh, why is it not fixing? Okay, there we go. Now it's fixing. So we're going to lay down a sensor lock on the Hunchback, because I've got to kill it. I mean, I could try and strip some evasion, but I've got to make sure that every shot I put out now is incredibly accurate.
Get it on.
And as much as I want to punch this guy... He's got an AC-20. I mean, I'm dishing out nearly an AC-20's worth of damage into him. It's not going to kill him, but... We're going to risk it. This is our last Precision strike. SRM's off. Should have fired him. Should have fired them.
20, ammo depleted.
He has lost his evasion. Kodiak are in a no, not really. Kind of. Sort of. Actually, yeah, Kodiak could do this. Kodiak, I need you to disarm the Hunchback. I need him not to have that gun anymore. Okay, good. So the Hunchback has lost his most dangerous thing. Now, if we can just tear out the torso on this one as well, we'll have basically taken all the teeth out of him, aside from punching, which is dangerous. But for punching, they'll have to get close to me as well. And that works in my favor because I'm out of ammo. Or at least just about. Oh, and there's another one coming in already. I'm not ready. Just wait. Don't do it yet. Enjoy the sights. Just take the scenic route. Something, please. Oh, God.
Commander.
Okay, so I want to bounce on you. I really do. Jump. I mean, I didn't literally mean that, but okay. I can't go for the commando. No, I'm gonna get the hits down on the Hunchback. So, and the reason why I'm gonna do that is because she's been doing a really good job with nailing headshots on occasion. Like so! So already he's taken 2 injuries. So I get 1 more to knock him over, and he's dead. If I hit him in the side torso, he's definitely dead. So, I'm gonna hope that Kodiak can finish him off by punching him in the side. Javelin coming over to the back of my fire starter open fire. Did manage to hit us, but we have full armor. Or at least most of it back there. Did take away some of our evasion. We're being very aggressive by doing this. And especially with a Griffin right next to us. Okay, Romeo.
Waiting for orders.
Your punch. Take it to the side. I want the guarantee kill. That's not the guarantee kill. I mean, maybe if he's got 3 injuries, but otherwise he might survive this.
That one.
Come on. Only have 3 injuries. Got him. Okay, so he's taken care of. Now we need the Griffin. We're ignoring the lights. At this point, I can't afford to waste time with him. You, on the other hand, can do whatever the ever-loving heck you want. Because you have a ton of medium lasers. Precision strike. And you're going to see if we can't burn down his torso. Take out all his weapons. Take them away from him. Okay, we got it. We don't have the mission. I mean, we still got another incoming mechs, but
Receiving you.
we're working on it. We're working on it. Are you unsteady? You're not. Can I get behind you? No, I can't. 35. That's not good. Think I lay a sensor lock.
On the move.
Oh, no, I'll make him unsteady if I shoot at him. And that'll leave him open to follow up from the turrets. Using one of my precious salvos. There we go. So please, turrets, please focus the unsteady man who you can knock over and potentially kill. That's a knockdown! Okay, if you can knock out a torso, now he'll be really dead, and we'll have that fully taken care of. Oh no, he's... I thought for a second he was dead. Alright. This is the last reinforcement round. Cicada. Oh god. 30, 45. Okay, at least they're being nice. This is probably a hatchet, man. So we've got that to worry about. Oh, and the commando, right? From the distance. The end around that he seems to be doing for some reason. Not complaining. That helps. I mean, it's only a Commando 2B, so it's not the most terrifying amount of firepower you're ever going to run into, but it is still significant. So if I kill who's moving assault backface? Oh, it must be the knockdown Griffin. Has to be. I refuse to believe it's anything else. If it is,
Ready for order.
maybe we surrender. Oh, you're in range to punch him. But you can shoot him as well. Punch him. Just punch him. Your goal is a headshot.
Moving out.
If you can step on his side torso, that'd be helpful too. Center torso opening up is good too. I mean, 69 damage, nice. And pilot incapacitated.
That's a
I
kill.
don't know how we did it, but we got him. All right, so we're down to 5 enemy mechs that we know of. Then we gotta wipe out the base. Luckily for us, these aren't significantly huge mechs. What am out of ammo? Oh, no, we got 6 mechs. I forgot. There's still a javelin. Another javelin. Oh, God. Keeping them away from the base is going to be rough. Because Yeah, especially the fast ones. Because I'm about to run out of ammo. Well, I already did on several mechs. The Jaeger mech's gonna have to waste the last of its ammo too. So, but we've got to kill these lights quick. 40 tonner is a cicada. Are you a PPC cicada? I couldn't see. If you were the PPC version, I wouldn't mind so much. Pavement. Right. Oh, you can get into the back of that locust.
Heading out.
I hate to do it. Oh, you're behind the cicada, too. Precision strike. This is when to use it. 86%. Although it doesn't work quite that way for LRMs. But it worked out. Okay, so 5 mechs remaining. 1 medium, 3 or 4 lights. Kodiak. Get his attention. Really hoping I would have a higher readiness to go. What are you? Vindicator, okay. Yeah, fire on him. Get his attention, make him understand. You know, just a random head hit out of nowhere again. Romeo has 10 missiles. And a 45% chance to hit? I don't think so. We're gonna run. Gotta get in. Gotta get close. Well, he is almost out. He's got one more salvo, literally. He fires those missiles, he's got nothing left. Okay, fire coming down on the Locust. The Locust, unfortunately, is going to be able to avoid most of the fire. So, you're out of ammo. You've got one salvo, you have infinite ammunition, and you have also several weapons that have infinite ammo, but reasonably infinite ammo. And the Commando has arrived. Sandhog, where are you?
Yes, Commander.
Ugh, so far away. I can get you on top of the Javelin, though. Bounce right here. Point blank range. Running out of machine gun rounds. I'm running out of machine gun ammo? Are you kidding me? Oh boy. Now you know that straits are dire. When the machine guns are almost dry.
Reporting critical hit.
Alright, the Javelin's been hit. It's not dead yet, but we're working on it. So the Javelin will turn to fight me now. I need to get the attention of other people, but the only thing you can do is, you know, strong language and headbutts. All those weapons are out. Ran the missile launchers dry. Javelin gonna run forward. Okay, and the Locust will follow it. Unless it turns around to fight me. I mean, I did shoot it, right? No, I didn't. The turret shot it. It is turning around to fight. Oh, good. You're in range that I can punch you now with the Jaeger mech. The Jaeger mech has taken very little damage so far, so is still a credible threat. And the Vindicator's gonna run by. Gonna fire LRMs at the medium building. That is not good. I've got to get his attention fast. So, first thing is first. Pavement.
Receiving you.
It's headbutting time. You're going to headbutt the fastest thing you can get your hands on. And the reason for it is, if he runs, we'll never catch him. And we can do things like that to him.
Wade into it.
You know, make him incredibly weak and vulnerable. Oh, that's all it's got left. Romeo, you are in range to slug somebody. So that is exactly what you're going to do. Give him to business. 95 damage. That's a center torso that is wide open. Kodiak. Kodiak, your attentions are required elsewhere. Actually, you can kill the Locust, but you're going to multi-target. So you're going to multi-target mostly into the Locust. I said multi-target. Mostly into the Locust. A little bit into the Vindicator, just to get his attention. So that's going to the Vindicator. But I'd like to kill this guy. Locust is not yet destroyed. And the Vindicator has now been tagged, so hopefully he should turn to now fight us. Because this is still technically a base defense mission, I believe. Javelin taking fire. Unfortunately, he is still perfectly okay. I wonder why they change a flamer ammo to have only 4 with such fun with flamers. Because flamers are stupid good. Oh, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him! He only needed a little.
Give him everything you've got.
Is he dead? No, but we're inspired. We're inspired to do great things. Like win the war. The Locust I'll probably kill. Unless I can get... Yeah, the Javelin's bouncing. He's out! He don't want it no more. He's going to shoot the back of the Jaeger. Makes perfect sense, really. Maybe I should headbutt somebody else. Well, in any event, it's going to be Sandhog who gets to move. And Sandhog is in the back.
For orders.
So she can run up front. Or jump up front. I mean, this will probably kill him, right? Senator's at 19 health. So there's that working for us. But he's already moved. So I don't have such a drive to kill him like I have to kill this guy. So give him the love. Did he so? And that's the last of the machine gun. So 2 small lasers and a medium laser. We've run an entire ton of machine gun ammunition out of actual ammo. That is phenomenal. Like, we are really going in on him. They're down to 4 mechs. We're looking at 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, and a medium. Okay. The Jaeger mech's starting to become the center of his own little Nova, which is a bit unfortunate, because he's struggling to handle it. Should drop this building on him. That'll probably be what the Thunderbolt engages. Because what I'll have the Orion kill the Javelin, hopefully. Yep, I was expecting that one. I figured it would happen. Had to be done. Okay, so, next up is Romeo. Now, Romeo is going to kill the Javelin. Only 40%, I will increase that. I will use a precision strike. Just for the damage increase, go for the center torso. 55. Okay, good. I was worried for a second. Can't argue with that. This is a long mission. Yeah, it is. A little too long? I actually kind of like this. I mean, this mission would force me to have to totally reconsider how I design mechs, how I build and implement mechs. That's cool. Like, to me, if I knew that this mission was going to happen a lot, I would have to kind of change how I played this game a bit. That's kind of interesting to me. Not everyone's cup of tea, I imagine. Although I do think a sort of a long deployment warning would be reasonable. I want to get in range of small lasers. I can. Lovely. Alright, so I think I can kill the commando entirely. We are cooking. We're not going to cook anymore. There we go. We're no longer cooking. He needs to be blazing away every single turn. And if he's not, then I ain't a happy camper. I like the long mission a lot. Alright. Commando's dead. So we're down to 2 mechs. We got a Vindicator and a Javelin. Sensor lock going down to the Javelin. That'll make him an easy target. Unless, of course, you're a base turret. He's got no evasion. And you've got an LRM turret over there. And his back is towards you. Come on. You can do something with that, right? Yeah. They made him unsteady. And they hurt him. And he's not having a good day. But I know this is one of a kind. I'm not going to say that's super disappointing, but it is a bit. Oh, taking damage to the back. That Javelin is going to be pretty dangerous. Although if he keeps putting his back towards that, then we might be able to abuse him some. Okay, so I need to remove your right arm from the equation at the moment. So here's... Oh, wait, no. I forgot. You don't have any ammo for that machine gun anymore. You gotta be punching and you gotta be swinging. Okay, that's good damage to the arm. I want to remove it. 2 medium lasers. It's all you, or 2 small lasers. It's all you got. Alright, so the damage is going down, but now he gets to rock and roll on us. What's he gonna do? He's gonna jump. He's gonna stay close to the Orion to shoot. And he's gonna shoot the large military building. Great plan, buddy. I think it's a phenomenal plan. You should do that again.
Yes, Commander.
Can you do that like 4 times for me? Well, 3 will be all that's required. After all, you are trying to wreck the city, right? Punch! Okay, not what I was hoping for. Pavement. In range to punch anybody? You are not. Alright, get close so you can join the grand melee that is occurring over here. Face like that, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay down a sensor lock on this guy. Turrets, please, I've made it easy for you. He is vulnerable, he can be shot at. Kodiak. Yeah, as much as I'd love to punch him, I've got to shoot him. And I am on his right side. His strong right side, and all of my weapons. This will be the last of my SRM ammo too on this mech as well. So we're gonna go with a precision strike. He's got to be firing every single round if we want to make this work. Go for that torso. Fire. Burn it, drill it, crush it. It didn't break. He's unsteady, and we do get to move before him now. There's a good hit. He just has a little bit more. Come on, you can kill a Javelin. I believe in you, base turrets. And that's a kill. That'll kill. Okay, so we're down to just the Vindicator. Now, the Vindicator can't move before Sandhog gets to move. So, Sandhog, if you've got a precision strike, you are ordered to use it, because that will force him back to bottom. I'd also like you... Jump it. Jump it! It's not important about the punching. What's going to be important is shooting him in this torso, mainly just to shove him down to the assault phase so I can finish him off and kill him. Alright, so the pilot is injured. He's having a bit of a bad day, as you might expect.
What's up, boss?
Romeo's going to walk up and punch him in the face.
Engage.
And that's going to tear out his leg. So now he's on the ground, giving free called shots to everybody.
Target's taking a critical hit.
And he's the last of the reinforcement waves. Are you dead? No, you're not, but you're about to be. Pavement,
Waiting for orders.
I want you to get involved in this stomp. I don't have to. I probably could just, you know, shoot him with, you know, all of the final weapons. But that'll help. Actually, no, that'll probably make it so I can kill him just by blowing out his center torso. Aim for center torso, 90% accuracy. All the lasers. Got him. We got it? Did we get it? Do I have to kill the structures? I have to destroy the structures. Okay. So, are there turrets guarding these structures? Does anyone know? Because we are out of ammo. We have been depleted, sir.
Yes, Commander.
So, let's go sprinting with all of our mechs.
Understood. Moving fast.
Because we got no ammunition.
Ready to get it on.
Romeo's sitting in a big old kill-a-can at this point.
On the move.
He's got his big old fists, and that's it. Destroy buildings, no turrets? Oh, lovely. That'll make life so much easier. Run into the coolant pile. Or at least through it.
Full throttle.
The heat control it offers is lovely. Capellans get to move. Now us.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Sandhog. Get on to sprint.
On the move. Full speed.
4 buildings to kill. And we saved every single building, too. You know, with what we've had to fight to get there, I'm actually really proud about that. I kind of figured we'd lose a building after the one took a little bit of damage, but no, apparently we were able to brawl that one out. That came close, though. That was remarkably close. Coolant splash! Chill out, everybody.
Commander.
Sprint. They're all taking a nice little car wash on their way through. So they can clean all the destroyed little bits and oil off their mech from everything else that they had to headbutt and break. I'm sure Pavement is struggling to see through the windshield of her mech because, you know, there just so happens to be bits all over it from the headbutts. Can't confirm that you can't melee buildings. You can melee turrets. Oh, it's a good thing I've got 2 mechs with a couple of guns left. Otherwise, that would be really bad. Oh, so it's a good thing that the Thunderbolt managed to keep itself alive. I was a little worried that the Thunderbolt was going to have to
Good to go.
be a little bit more banged up than I wanted it to, but it held out like a trooper.
Maximum speed.
I've been speaking a little bit of trash about the Thunderbolt lately, and I need to stop doing that, because you know what? For a 65-ton mech, she's a solid mech.
Full speed.
Built like a brick house. You don't just break it. Sandhog take a little bit of a shower there. Unless that's exhausts, which it could be. Alright, time to kill the base. Just target a building. It's gonna take you a little while, but you get started. Gonna take us all a little while to get this done. Hopefully I don't have to go back home. That will be irritating if I have to. Because I just walked everybody out here, and then you're gonna break everything on me? Oof. First building is out. Hopefully reinforcements won't show up. Otherwise we're in trouble. Like, if reinforcements show up, you know what? I'm going to have these 2 start moving back to the evac site. They literally can't help out anyway, aside from sensor locks. So, if there's no turret, then I don't need them.
Ready for orders.
If there is enemies, then I'm going to desperately need them. I'm going to regret sending them home. Yeah, this Siegebreaker did a very good job of taking out a couple of lights that we really needed to die. The team works well together. It's about the best we can ever ask for. Okay, we got 200 health and 150. Target the 200 just because it's going to be harder to kill. So we can start working on it together. We'll chip it up bit by bit. Kodiak's still having guns at the end of this. team being the only one. I thought this Thunderbolt was a bit of a waste. I'm like, yeah, it's not super great, but it's reasonable. After detection, there is auto-completion. Lovely. Like, it's not an amazing mech. It's not really built with any sort of super crazy this target dead thing, but it's reliable. And then, you know what? It ends up being essential. That single Thunderbolt. The entire campaign, well, the entire Flashpoint could have hinged on that Thunderbolt. And, you know, Sandhog is here too. Although, can you imagine us just sitting here for like a half hour while she bit by bit chips away at all the buildings without Kodiak's help? Now that would have been an interesting thing. Oh yeah, you're an ace pilot. I don't care. Just stand still. That's okay. Kodiak, get into close range so you can bring your small lasers to bear too. You've only got a few guns. Fire everything. Can you deal 150 damage in one shot? He doesn't even deal 150 damage anymore.
Standing by.
Keep going. Get in the evac zone. Get to the chopper. All those people's cars. Brace. And Romeo.
Orders.
You can sprint into the evac zone. There we go. So these two mechs need to kneel down and let the techs start getting to work at reloading them. Because that is their biggest problem at the moment. Flatten the building, please. Gonna move right there.
On the move.
Break it. Break it good. Alright, we got one more building to take out, and then that's finally this Flashpoint. We have gone over by an hour from what we normally try and stream. But you know what? I think it was worth it. Even though we started that Flashpoint late, this is a hell of a Flashpoint. My only regret will be if I manage to get this Flashpoint done in the mainline series with the Casper Kaisha, is I know that this is going to happen. So, I'll know to bring energy mechs, which, you know,
Mission successful.
is a little bit unfair, I suppose. But yeah, the Kodiak pack managing to get their way through, not fighting in the conventional way that I normally fight, because we ran out of ammo. We ran out of ammo on the SRMs, we ran out of ammo on the LRMs, we ran out of ammo on the AC-20, we ran out of ammo on the machine guns. Who runs out of ammo on machine guns in this game? Which is awesome. I am just thrilled with how this mission turned out. Hopefully the reward is amazing, because we kind of came here looking for an exchanger, but you know what? This was one hell of a battle. Look at that! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy almost took out 2 lances on his own. Jägermech dented and battered, stood in the middle of fire for like 2 turns and still intact. Firestarter, a little bit of nick to one of the nails. Okay, half the arm is almost gone, but still it's good. And the Orion, despite the fact that it should have been the target for everybody, didn't get hit all that much. And has less kills than the Thunderbolt. Good job. Good job, everybody. So now, the real interest is, what do I get to steal from that? Although there wasn't anything really good, was there? I mean, there's a Commando 1B, which has a large laser on it, which is a meh. Got a Griffin 1N, a Hunchback 4G. Yeah, there's like really nothing here that's like standout great. Large lasers and even PPCs would be good for this range. PPC, yeah. Yeah, they probably would be. Did you get any good equipment in here? Lots of medium lasers. Grab that. T-stability, no, you're an SRM2. Oh, that's worth grabbing. So is this. You know what? I'm probably gonna grab that other SRM6 because they're really good. Yeah, drop out the medium laser. None of the mechs are really of anything that I'm interested in, and I don't believe there's any LRM-20s here. No, just a whole bunch of smaller LRMs that we don't need. But the SRM-6s are all plus damage SRMs, and this one's a plus 12, so that's great. Large lasers are lots of medium lasers are good. Yeah, I like that Black Knight. We should have brought the Black Knight. It's got 3 large lasers and 3 medium lasers. Does quite a lot of good work. So we picked up the extra large laser as well. And that was about it of interest. I mean, a couple of mech parts, but again, who really needs a Commando 2B? If we're completely honest with ourselves. Who really needs it? Okay, if it was in Rogue Tech, I could probably turn that into something really cool. So, looking forward to whenever that happens. Alright, give me the loot box. I crave the loot box. Are you going to make me have to skip through a conversation again? I'll read your conversation next time. When I'm doing the Casper Kaisha, I'll read out their conversation. I'm going to have to come up with distinct and special voices for everybody. And that's always a lot of fun. That's actually one of the funnest parts of doing the Flashpoints. It's just coming up with the crazy voices to go along with it. because that allows me to sort of stretch out, have a good laugh along with it. Keeps the tension nice and low so you're not worried about everything. You have a lot of fun that way. But yeah, nice several rounds of urban combat. So we got to hang out in the city, which is always a lot of fun. There's a lot of interesting things you can do in the city, especially with the fact that you can flatten buildings, which is always a blast. Although we didn't do so much of that. We did that, what, once, twice? Yeah, it didn't end up being a super important component, but the option is always nice to be there, that at any moment you can look at that particular mech and say, you're going to fall on the ground because you were dumb enough to stand on top of something. And then everybody's going to do stuff. And everybody's going to do stuff. Do I have to make a decision in this? Hopefully not. Well, in any event. Give me the loot box! This is what I craved. 750,000 C-bills. We got... Okay, it's a really good gyro. It is a fantastic gyro. It's a +3 hit defense gyro. That's great. I kind of wanted an exchanger. And a terrible AC2. And a terrible AC5. Or LRM5. The armod's not great, but it's not horrific. So we got a good gyro out of this. And, you know, the Capellan Confederation likes us enough so that they're not shoot on sight anymore. Which is a good thing to have. Alrighty. To the mech bay, for I have mechs that must be bayed. A couple of them are also quite dented, but I have an Atlas now, which we need to build. So, here's the roll. Actually, no. We can do the normal. We'll do the normal Atlas, and we just picked up a pair of several really good SRM6s. So, maximize the armor, and then we have to shed a little bit of weight. To 190, is it? No, it's more than that. 180. There we go. 42 tons. So what we do is we take our ballistics, because we have several, and we take our... I don't need the really good ones, if I'm really honest, because it's designed to be a headshotter. Well, we put on a pair of AC-20s, which is great. And now we need 4 tons of ammo, so that each AC-20 has 10 tons of ammunition. And we can think of that one mission where we got the Stalker, I believe, for all of that ammo. So now we have 10 tons remaining, and what we can throw on here is equipment, special equipment. I want that hit defense gyro. Make them a little bit less likely to get touched. And then give me SRMs. So here's where we come into a bit of a problem. The SRM I had equipped on the other one was additional critical. I need 1 ton of ammo for this. Now this puts me to heat efficiency of 30 for 60, which means I need a lot of heat sinks in order to keep this heat under control. So heat sinks, fill up everything so we can get that under control. The AC-20 so I don't get critted on them, and the gyro so I have a chance to not get critted on that. So this will give me a heat efficiency of 48 for 60, but maybe I want to go with medium lasers, because after that flashpoint we just did, medium lasers might be the way to go. 2 medium lasers for backup. Yeah, I think that might be the good idea too. Although, how many tons is good large laser it? Just for hilarity. 4 laser slots. Oh, if I use this gyro, I can't. Yeah, I think the better solution. The better solution is crit-seeking medium lasers. Plus 50% crit, plus 3 accuracy. So 1 in there, 1 in there, and that's all. That's what damage medium laser. Oh, am I out? I'm out of crit-seeking medium lasers. Interesting. And then we've got, 77 normal medium lasers, which we'll put in over here. Put our special medium lasers off on the corners, just to make sure that, they don't take a ton of damage. I have 1 ton remaining, of course, so we'll use the heatsink for that. Put it in the head. Actually, no, we'll put it in a side torso, because eventually we're going to find a cockpit mod for this, and we're going to put it in there. So this will give us a 51 for 84, but really the centerpiece of this is the AC-20s. They're here to rip people apart. Really, they're here to headshot people, but that's a good backup. So I'm tempted to pull the other AC plus 20 damage out of the other AC-20, or out of the Orion 1K, but I think we'll leave it for now. So it'll be 8 days to get our Atlas intact and togetherness. But yeah, after that flashpoint, yeah, I agree, Adam. Definitely leaning towards the medium laser backup. We'll do the triple medium laser backup. Thunderbolt took a little bit of damage, but it's easy to fix. As did the Firestarter, because it's an excellent mech. And now we got a Hatchet Man 3 Foxtrot. Now, what I did with the last Hatchet Man 3F that I had was I put 2 large lasers on it and maximum jump jets. Turned it into a fire support one. Not sure I can do that this time. Because I actually don't think that I have enough... I don't have enough large lasers. That is a big problem of ours. We have big melee. Stability damage. Why are they all stability damage? You got some TTS in this playthrough? I do? No, I don't. Unless TTS doesn't mean targeting system. So I see leg mod, gyro, arm mod. That's all I've got. So I think the only TTS that I have is on the Jaeger mech for missiles. You might be thinking the other playthrough. So 14 tons to build a mech out of, which literally is just enough to fit in an AC-20. Just the AC-20, not anything to do with the AC-20, but it's there. We're gonna equip jump jets on it to make it nimble and aggressive. Give it 4. So we have 4 energy, 2 support, 1 ballistic. There's no point in putting a big ballistic in it, unfortunately. I mean, theoretically, I can fit this in. If I strip some armor, I can basically urban mech this thing, which I have mentioned to Sprogue and other people on our Discord that the Hatchetman is basically an urban mech that has delusions of grandeur. I could put an AC, yeah, the standard AC-10, I don't have the weight for that if I do that. AC-5, not a great gun, but it might be good enough. Then, of course, there is always what I did last time. Large laser. And then throw in a pair of heat sinks, I believe, in order to handle the heat itself. Oh, no, I put in a arm mod. So we'll do that. There we go. So arm mod plus 15 melee damage. This will buff its melee damage up to 125. So he's hitting with a super AC-20. And he also has a pair of large lasers for long-range support. I think I'll actually keep this. I think this is reasonable. So this will allow us to do things that we need doing. And if we lose one torso or the other, we still have all of our weapons on the other side able to rock and roll. Yeah, we'll do that. It's not crazy. It's not insane. It's not special. But if we wanted one of those, we would need a Hatchetman 3X. So, small laser, 2 backup hatchet. Yeah, that is a thought. Probably it is a better thought, actually, because the small lasers are lighter. But we'll do that next time. Yeah, but that's going to do it for today's stream. Glad everybody could join us for it. We did one heck of a battle. We got our hands on 3 new assault mechs. We picked up the Stalker, we picked up the Highlander, and then we picked up an Atlas on this particular Flashpoint. Just the Atlas, and then we went through this Flashpoint, and this has been one hell of a long battle, which was really interesting. We managed to steal the Atlas in the first mission. We managed to save an urban mech in the second mission, and in the final mission, when everything came at us, we ran completely out of ammunition for absolutely everything, including the machine guns. We were down to harsh language on 2 mechs. Well, harsh language and, you know, flying battle fists that can deal almost as much damage as an AC-20, but that's beside the point. I'm glad you could all join us. I've been Kodiak. This is sort of the content we do. We play this game, BattleTech. We will be moving on to a mod for this game called RogueTech as soon as their 1.6 release comes out, and we're desperately looking forward to that. That'll add a whole ton of variety, completely change up the game, and is, well, frankly, incredible. The other game we play on this channel is Starfleet Command for the most part, which we've been working on a mod specifically for. It is a 1980s tabletop game that got turned into a computer game, much like this. So if you enjoyed this content, maybe you'll enjoy that one. Check out the channel. If you're not on my YouTube watching thing, go to YouTube and look for Kodiak117 Starfleet Command or anything like that, and you should find me pretty quick. You'll identify me by the insanely fast rate at which I attempt to speak at things and just sort of feel the air, but we do it because we have a good time. Anyway, I've been Kodiak. If you like what you see, hit that like button and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, follow please, and if you're on Mixer, which we recently added, do whatever it is that Mixer people do. I'm not particularly familiar with the platform. We just started using it, so if you have any advice, tips, or tricks, let me know. I'd love to hear about them, and I will see you all in the next episode.